What is up, New York Jets fans? It's good to see you tonight here on the Midnight Mike Show. I am your host, Midnight Mike, your late night New York Jets host. And, we're going to talk about a lot, but there's really not much to talk about. But we always figure out a way, right? We always figure out a way to talk about our depressing New York Jets and figure out some good topics. But there's so much more going on tonight, because it's going to be a chill show. We're going to have a good time. Fight. Let's hit that Jets chant. Jets. So there's a lot of things I want to talk about tonight. Some have to do with the New York Jets. I want to bitch about the Devils. But we also it's Saturday night. That means it's our crazy show where things get more insane as the night goes on. And that's why I need you guys to hit that like button. I figured out that when I did the Super Bowl show that I didn't get a channel strike, but I got the first. So there's 4 things you can get on YouTube, right? So the first thing's like a warning strike, which goes away after 60 to 90 days. And then after that, if you don't screw up within that time frame, it goes away and you'll get a warning again. And then if you do screw up, you get the first strike, second strike, third strike. Okay. So that's how it basically works with YouTube. And I have figured out that my channel has kind of been temporarily almost shadow banned by YouTube because of that not strike, whatever you want to call it. So I need your guys' help tonight. I know I always say this, but please hit that thumbs up button. Okay, because the more that you guys hit the thumbs up button, it kind of gives YouTube no choice but to bump us up in the algorithms. So if you could do that, I would really appreciate that. And I'll keep reminding you guys throughout the night. I really need your help over the next 60 to 90 days. I promise I'm not going to screw up again to the point where I get another strike. I'm going to make sure that doesn't happen so that it will go away and all that stuff. But that's what I'm dealing with on this channel. So if you guys can hit the like button for the next 60 to 90 days, I'm really going to need your guys' help. So comment, like, subscribe if you're new, all that stuff to try to help out the channel, because otherwise we're going to have a tough time over the next, like I said, 60 to 90 days. Getting into New York Jets news. Look, we're going to go over the free agency is about to come up. Free agency is about to start up this coming week. What are the New York Jets going to do? They have a lot of people who are free agents themselves. And then there's a lot of guys. Well, it's not like it's a huge pool, but there are a lot of guys out there that hopefully we can bring into the New York Jets to hopefully give us some sort of hope for this season. We'll see. That's neither here nor there. I mean, I said last week on the show that I do have a lot of, I'm losing faith in Aaron Glenn and Darren Muji, but it's not real. It's not a real loss. It's not like it's like I'm losing faith. Fuck them, whatever. It's just like they're doing things that I don't fully agree with, but they have a whole off season and a whole season to try to prove themselves, competent in what they're doing. Not only all of that, but, I want to talk, we got a lot of things coming up on the show. We got Midnight Mike Show trivia, which all you guys seem to really like. You guys get involved in the comments section and it's always a blast. We got Mike and Maddie's top 5 coming in up on the intermission report. We take your calls. Like I said, this is a variety show that just gets crazier and crazier. The later it gets, the more tired I become, and the more I potentially drink during the show. So we'll see where we end up at the end of tonight's show. We never know what's going to happen there. But like I said, we're going to be talking about free agency and things like that. I have something on the Jets and more rumors coming in from different sources about Justin Fields potentially being our quarterback starting in 2025. And I kind of want to talk about the trade of Smith from the Seahawks to the Raiders. That was an interesting one because what do the Seahawks have on the back burner? They had like a 9-10 win season last year. So if they're looking for a quarterback, they're not getting him really in the draft unless, they're going to wait and just get some, and kind of wait and hope. But are they going to go into free agency into that quarterback pool that's out there? What are the Seahawks going to do? And what were the Raiders thinking? They have a pretty high pick here. As a matter of fact, what is their pick? Hold on, let me just check this real quick. What is the Raiders pick? The Raiders are picking 6th. With the way Shedeur Sanders is falling, they could potentially nail that. I mean, we'll see. But we'll figure it all out tonight on the Midnight Mike Show. We're ready to have a good time. Like I said, the channel is a little on like a YouTube shadow ban kind of thing because of a warning strike. So please hit that thumbs up on your way in. Let me bring in my co-host, my brother from another mother. How you doing?
What is up, y'alls?
How you doing tonight?
I'm all right.
Good to hear.
Gotta be a week this week. We got 2 funerals this week, so.
Oh, okay. I was under the impression that those potentially already had happened.
No, we too many people come from out of town, stuff like that. So it's gonna be done this week, so that's kind of good. I'm looking forward to a little closure.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Kind of put not only closure, but being able to put the sadness and whatever, start to put it behind you so that you can move forward. I get it.
Yeah, pretty good.
Other
than that, I hate the off season. Like I was telling my wife, I was like, I have no idea what we're going to talk about tonight.
I got a few.
There's some crumbs, but I mean, there's not much.
No, I completely get it. We're at a point like free agency doesn't technically start till what, like Thursday, something like that. And yeah, and like then you got from that until the draft.
And then you got to wait till the end of July for camp. It's whoever said the NFL is a year-round business, I mean, I guess they're kind of right, but not really.
Yeah, I kind of wish it was more. I feel like, now correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like I'd rather the NFL be a little bit more like the NHL because I feel like their offseason is not that long.
Yeah, and I mean, look at MLB too. I mean, shit, dude, they're first, second week in November, and then a couple months, it's February. You got pitchers and catchers. Same thing, but I will say, I mean, honestly, let's be real. Football players' bodies take the most beatings. So it'd be hard to get it going. We're gonna have to pick a USFL team or whatever they got going this summer and
UFL. UFL.
They've changed that name from it was I remember the original USFL, then it was the XFL, then it was the NFL, HL, PA, and the LGBTQA, and I can't fucking keep up.
Yeah, no, it's ironic you mentioned the XFL. I'm actually wearing my XFL Hitman jersey.
I saw that. I was like, oh, he's wearing a Hitman jersey. That's cool.
Yeah, man, I miss the New York, New Jersey Hitmen. I'll tell you, I watched every one of their games. I still have some on VHS.
Right, that's awesome, dude.
Yeah,
I remember watching those.
And then they brought back the XFL in like 2020, and they didn't bring back the Hitmen. They made them the New York Guardians. Which
what a weird twist.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't as cool as the New York, New Jersey Hitmen, and the Hitman logo was way cooler.
Oh, yeah.
And then they dumped them, and now there's not even a team in the Northeast. Like, even if we wanted to root for, let's say, a Philadelphia.
The Generals are gone or whatever too. Yeah.
Yeah, like we could sit here and go, okay, there's not a New York or New Jersey team, but there's a Boston team or there's a Philadelphia team. No, there's nothing. The closest team to us is the DC Defenders, and that's way off.
Yeah.
They
need to give Connecticut a team. Give Hartford a team.
There's not. I don't think. Where would they play?
I don't know, but no one's gonna watch it any fucking way.
Oh, We'll see.
I'm like Bob Uecker. I'm like Bob Uecker in Major League. It doesn't matter. Nobody's watching this shit anyway.
To be fair, I do try when it's on, and I can. It's hard. It's hard because with the Jets, and then I watch some Yankee games, of course,
right.
when it's available. And now I've over the past couple of years since I've been talking to you, I've kind of brought back the Devils. It's tough to talk my wife into watching even more sports,
more, especially when you're kind of like, this is really a subpar.
Well, I don't think she would know, but she'd watch the game long enough and go, "Wait a minute, what are you trying to pull on me? What is this?"
Not to change the subject, but do you have T-Mobile?
Yes.
You can get the MLB package for free.
Oh, I do.
Okay,
I do.
I just learned about this.
Yep.
So,
but that doesn't mean I don't get Yankee games because they're in market.
Or they're blacked out.
Yeah. So it's so because where I am in Connecticut, I can't watch. I can't watch the Yankees. I can't watch the Mets, and I can't watch the Red Sox.
God, what a miserable way they set that shit up. God.
Oh, it pisses me off. Let's go into the chat real quick and see who we got in here, and make sure you guys are hitting the like button, because last Saturday night I was a little disappointed. We had over 50 people watching live, and I go outside afterwards, and there was like 36 likes. I'm like, what the hell? Like, you guys can't do me that favor. I need it now, guys. I really do. But let's see. Oh, Chris 716 is in here, a resident Bills fan. Valerie, the first lady in here, she's a channel member. Hey guys, DB, Michael, Midnite, Michael. Who's Mike? Oh, Michael Landau. You confuse me when you're not talking about people on screen. Jerome Stacks, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Josh is my dream man. Come on. I don't even know what that means. I know he's talking about Josh Allen earlier. New York Jets super fan. What's up, Mikey? How you doing, man? Good to see you. It's great to see all you guys in here. I do hope that all of you guys are hitting that like button. Michael Narrow comes in. Hello, Mike. How you doing? Ted, I love trivia. Well, we've brought it back. We've brought it back for the off season. Now, normally during the season, we don't have time for fun, off the cuff things like trivia and whatnot. But I have a good trivia tonight. I think everyone will be very happy with it. Will we see more biased trivia questions? There's no bias. Murdoch got me on the phone earlier and tried to pull that crap and be like, Maddie knows about hockey. I don't know about hockey. And then you bring in television and movies. I don't know anything about that. And it's like, well, what do you want me to bring in? And then he tells me, oh, well, you can't do music because I don't know anything about music. So I can't do television, movies, or music? Murdoch, you're killing me, buddy.
What kind of shit is that?
I know. That's what I said.
Like, I'm sorry, but those are like the common trivia fucking questions, like topics.
I know. I'm giving Murdoch shit.
That can't be real.
No. Oh no, he totally came at me with that. But he understood when I told him. I said, listen, I won't. It's not like I'm going to do things back to back. So it's like I'm not going to do movies this week and then do movies next week. But movies will come up again.
Yeah.
It's just how it works. Lane comes in, says, hey, Maddie.
Man.
The UFL has actually produced a few solid players who came into the NFL. Yeah, absolutely.
Steve Young was one of them.
And what's up, DB? Not only is he a channel member, but he's also a channel moderator. I appreciate that. Rusty Tillman he was. I loved Rusty Tillman. Him and Jesse the Body Ventura used to get in fights all the time on the sideline. Oh, there it is. I didn't even finish reading.
Nice.
I guess I should have. Yes, I very much remember the original XFL. It was awesome. Like, no joke. One of our other resident Bills fans in the house, DJ, says, good evening, Mike. Realistically, what player would benefit the Jets long term? Free agency negotiations begin Monday. How about Xavier Worthy? Yeah, no thanks. Oh, I was, okay, being arrested. I'm not reading ahead. Okay, I'm reading it.
What's up, DJ?
Yeah, I was about to say, no, I don't need some guy who was arrested for choking one of his family members out, allegedly.
Hey, man, I'm not going to judge.
Yeah. Oh, Johnny Boy, what's up, man? How you doing? Johnny Boy says, what's up? All right. Hell yeah. This is how you start it off. You hit the like button to help out the channel, but then you get a Jets chant because Johnny Boy comes in. Let's do it. Jets. Let's go Rangers and the Mets.
Another stinker from the Rangers today. Ugh.
Can I quickly do my Devil's minute? Can
Yeah,
I
go
please?
for it.
Because I'm pissed. All right, here we go. I got a little thing here. Let's do this. Let's do the Devils. All right, here we go. I called it. I called it at earlier on in the season, and I said the Devils are gonna fuck everything up. Okay, and I only got about a minute here, but here it is. Jack Hughes goes down. Our most skilled player goes down right as Markstrom comes back. Our goalie. Now we have two defensemen who go down, and our GM does absolutely nothing during at the end of the trade deadline. All we got was we got Corey Glass from the Pittsburgh Penguins, a center who's not. We don't need that right now. We literally, the Devils are not even making the playoffs. I'm calling it right now. They cannot beat good teams. They couldn't beat good teams before. And now they're losing 6-1 to the Winnipeg Jets, which once again, they're a good team, but 6-1, embarrassing. That's it. That's all I had to say, Matty. I can do it. Right. I can do it in under a minute now. I could just bitch about the Devils, get it out of the way, and then move back to Jets talk.
Yeah, I don't think the Rangers are going to make it either.
I think the Rangers are going to make it before the Devils make it. The Rangers are actually winning games.
Not really. They lost an OT today.
Since the All-Star break or the four nations, whatever they called it, the Devils have won, I think, one game. It's been miserable.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't have much faith in this team, though. I mean, hockey's gonna be rough this year. It's like I said, I'm just ready for baseball. I kind of threw the towel in, and we'll just go with hey, you know what? The Islanders aren't making it either, so at least nobody in the tri-state has any bragging rights.
Infrared reminds us all that tonight we have to set our clocks back. Please stick with us till the end of the show, folks. Oh, forward. You're right. And we lose an hour of sleep tonight. It's my
not me. I get a free hour of paid not labor.
Yeah, well, that sounds
working graveyards, man. All of a sudden, 2:00 magically turns into 3. That's a win, baby.
Okay, so we do have a troll. Ooh, I love it. I see DB wrote, because DB wrote, finally we have he wrote finally a quality troll, and then I went up and this guy is rocking it. Poppy Schmears. This is my favorite gay channel. Hell yeah. And not only that, we will prove it with this. Welcome to the Blue Oyster, where all Jets fans come to be gay and root for a shitty-ass team. And then, whoa, why did he attack you, Maddie?
I'm very handsome.
Maddie likes it in the ass.
Someone's been reading my diary.
Make sure to hit the like button, folks. Oh, and I see what Johnny is doing here, and he knows I'm going to read it. And guys,
you gotta read it.
Here's the thing: I will read it.
Under duress.
DB has made me read things. If you super chat, I will read it, even if it's something that I don't fully agree with. Also, give some channel memberships, guys. I would really appreciate that tonight. Let's have a good night, but hit those thumbs up. My channel's shadow banned because I got that morning strike. So, guys, not a lot of people are seeing that I'm live. So let's do this. Let's bring in the Jets chant for Johnny Boy here. Here we go. Jets, Jets, Jets. Johnny Boy comes in. He's not only a channel member, but comes in with $1.99. And he says, for me to say, my name is Midnite Mike, and I love the Nye Rangers.
The Nye Rangers. I got your Simpsons reference there.
Ah, good. But you know what? I'm going to be fair. I'm actually going to be fair. I'm going to read it, Johnny. My name is Midnite Mike, and I love the New York Rangers.
He doesn't mean it, but it sounds nice.
Yeah. It's fair enough.
Yeah, I really think all three of our teams. I mean, the Islanders, man, at the trade deadline, they shopped out. You know, they sold. And what else were they going to do? I think the Avalanche definitely got better considering they picked up Brock Nelson from the Islanders. It's going to be an interesting one, but I think it's not going to be interesting for us.
Ted wants to know if Pappy Schmears is making wisecracks. Well, here's the thing. Either Pappy Schmears knows that our show is an all-go show. You say whatever the fuck you want. It's not going to bother us. We'll even put it up on the screen. Or he's new and thinks that we're going to ban him or something like that and doesn't realize that that's not our show. That's not how we roll. You know, we're not one of those shows that does that shit. Let's see here. Laughing my ass off. Damn it. He ruined. Damn it. He ruined. Ha ha ha.
He ruined it. He's talking about you saying the Night Ranger.
Oh, but I came back and I was.
Yeah, he came back. He was legit. That was fun.
I'm not going to screw people over. DJ says my Buffalo Sabres, Lindy Ruff coach, remember him, Mike, will end the season not being in the playoffs for 14 straight years, just like the Jets. You're in good company, friend. It
is rough in Buffalo, man, for hockey.
Mike, do you answer questions we put into super chats? Of course I do. DB, you used to be one of our main super chatters to keep me on late. I used to read every single one. And I will continue. Oh, Miguel Padilla. What's up, Gangrene fam? How the hell are you, Miguel?
Hey, bud.
I don't have him here. Yours, a few other people. I have them all ready. Stamps on Monday. I finally got all the addresses together. Anyone who wanted stickers, they're going out Monday. By the way, if anybody wants a Midnight Mike Show sticker, let me quickly do this and show you. All right, here we go. Hold on. Here we go. God damn it. Can things be easy? All you have to do is email me at midnightmikeshow@gmail.com. And not only will you get the Midnight Mike show logo. Now these are in plastic still. But I found my other ones. But you'll get that. You can put it on your water bottle, your car, your laptop, whatever. Show your support for the show. But while supplies last, you'll get the original Midnight Mike Show holographic sticker. All you have to do is email me at midnightmikeshow@gmail.com and send me an address, a P.O. box, your work address, whatever you want to send me, and I'll send them out to you. So everyone who got them, they're going out Monday. The envelopes are written out. The stamps are on them. The stickers are in there. A personal letter from me in there. Boom, they're coming to you. So I hope everybody's ready for that. All right, we've made Murdog wait a little too long. Here comes the Murdog.
What's up, bro?
What's up, Murdog? How you doing? Man, tell Maddie. No hockey. In Midnight Mike Show trivia.
Yeah, what topics do you want?
You don't want hockey. You don't want movies. You don't want music. You don't want.
I only have his side of the story, so if it's not true,
first of all, I believe the daylight savings time. I think we gain the hour. I think at 2 a.m. it rolls back to 1 a.m. So you get the extra hour.
No, spring forward, man. Fall back, spring forward.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Right. We're all losing an hour tonight.
Okay.
How do you not know this shit?
Okay. Second of all, with that bullshit you guys were spewing in the beginning, I didn't call you complain like, oh. I said, look,
Murdog was literally in tears on the phone.
That's
and
right.
He was like, Midnight Mike, I need to get my crown back. I said, Murdog, tonight we're gonna have great trivia. You be ready.
Listen, chat knows better. They ain't believing you. All right, Maddie. What I said to him, I said, look, last week was like I had no shot. I said, Maddie's an expert in music and hockey. I know hockey, but not like Maddie. I said, so 2 of the 3 categories were way out of my wheelhouse.
We didn't do music. We didn't do music.
Balance it. Just balance it a little bit. Like if you give, like in your wheelhouse one, maybe one of mine, and then down the middle.
Here's what I'm asked though. What is your wheelhouse?
Well, I said, if you get music, I get like wrestling, since you don't know anything about wrestling. That's like.
But he knows nothing about wrestling.
That's kind of a specific niche. Like you don't listen to any music.
No,
it's just a dark, quiet hole that you live in.
No, I would know the songs, but I can't tell you the name of the song or who sang it. But I know the song if I hear it. I just don't know names, albums, whatever. Movies, TV, that's like in the middle. Okay. I was like,
everybody watches movies and TV.
Right. That's fine. Okay. I was like, but two of the topics, I had zero shot.
Music is not a specific niche. I'm sorry, but comparing wrestling to music is like, because your average normal person who, has seen the sun does not give a fuck about wrestling.
That's not true.
No, wrestling is an unfair topic. I'm telling you this right now. on this on Midnight Mike Show Trivia, you're going to get mostly 80s and 90s trivia on pop culture, movies, television, music. And then you're also going to get sports categories, whether it's about the New York Jets, football, hockey, baseball. And that's basically
Well, the thing is this: if you did wrestling, it would have to be so like lukewarm that like it would be fair. You know what I mean? That like,
No,
yeah, it would have to be. It would have to be
like,
so obvious.
No, but
Murdoch, no, it's not.
For me, because I said I know nothing about music.
You know, you listen to music in general in life. You've listened to music. Maddie does not watch wrestling at all.
At all.
So that would be like you being like, if Maddie has never seen a Harry Potter movie in his life, you'd be
like me demanding video games for someone who doesn't play video games at all
and has never played a video game. Like that's where it's at. All right, I want to catch up on some of these because we do have some people throwing in super chats, which I really do appreciate. DB94, he gets the Jets chant for a Broncos fan. Jets, Jets, Jets. DB, not only a channel member, but also a channel moderator, comes in, says the 2024 Jets season recap.
You know he's going to do some shit.
Who won the Broncos versus the Jets game? Who was the winning quarterback? The Broncos won the game, and Bo Nix, that trash heap, was the winning quarterback. So that's that. Have a good one. Valerie comes in. Awesome with the Jets chant. Jets, Jets, Jets. Valerie comes in with $5. She's a channel member, says this is the only fun of the off season. And once again, I really appreciate that. And I know the other guys do too. And like last Saturday night, someone came in and was like, you know, I hate, you know, the off season or whatnot, but hanging out with you guys is like hanging out with friends at a bar. It's comments like that. And like what Valerie wrote that really makes the off season fun because we go off the rails. And, you know, I'm really glad that you guys enjoy it. Got to get up at 6 a.m. I'm not feeling this clock forward shit, hermano. That's brother in Spanish. I don't know why I know
this hermano I've ever heard.
How about a Buffalo Bills sticker? Go buy one.
NFL.com shop.
The stickers are great. I got them. Yeah, they're quality stickers, man. That you can put them on your car. It's not like they're gonna like scratch up and fade and all that. Do we have a Maddie Midnight sticker? We do not. Those are the ones we have. Let's move along here. Oh, I guess that troll left. I guess he didn't get the reaction that he thought.
Oh well.
Murdog, you tried to rig the game. Pretty low, bruh. Yeah, I'm with DB on this one. Murdog listens to the Backstreet Boys. I listen to the Backstreet Boys. Sorry.
I want it that way.
There you go.
Fair questions.
Oh, Mr. I don't know what music is.
Oh, I couldn't tell you the title of the song.
You just said the title of the album.
Right. I know that was the chorus.
What's up, Jay Quest? It's good to see you, man. Guys, keep hitting that like button. I want these numbers to go up. Once again, channel shadow banned right now for 60 to 90 days. Help me out. Sorry if I have to run early. We just a long-haired German Shepherd. Oh, I'm assuming we just got a long-haired German Shepherd puppy, 10 weeks old, and we're house training her now. And I might have to bolt to get her out to do her thing. Murdog, I love the WWE. Well, you had me at the German Shepherd, but then you lost
pictures of that gag.
There you go. Murdog screams at the top of his lungs, everybody. Maddie, did you forget when we went to see WCW?
I did.
All right. We are about a half hour in. You know what? I think we can get to some we didn't even get to talk about this. Jesus Christ. Why am I off tonight? Justin Fields, more rumors coming out that Justin Fields is going to be signed by the New York Jets. Now, once again, who the hell knows? And I want to bring this up because I do have some graphics here. And I think it'd be good to discuss. These are the free agent quarterbacks that we got that are out there. 2025 free agent notable quarterbacks. You got Jacoby Brissett, Sam Darnold, Justin Fields, Jimmy Garoppolo, Daniel Jones, Mac Jones, Marcus Mariota, Cooper Rush, Russell Wilson, and Jameis Winston. Guys, of these guys, I'm going to go down the list, and you guys tell me if you'd feel comfortable signing one of these guys to a, once again, 1-2 year contract at the most, low number, let's say $15-20 million for 2 years, something like that. You tell me if you'd be comfortable. Let's start.
Your argument is a sensible contract.
Exactly, a very sensible contract. Jacoby Brissett, Maddie.
No.
I agree. Murdog.
No.
Sam Darnold, Murdog.
Fuck off.
Maddie.
I'm gonna say yes.
I think for a sensible contract, I'm okay with that.
What's sensible?
Like 2 years.
That's what we're saying. Is
20
we're
million.
gonna hammer out the deets, but you're not overpaying him. It's not gonna hurt your cap. You know what I mean? It's just okay. This is agreeable to all parties, but nobody overpays.
Yeah, like here's somebody on your
If
team.
you wouldn't complain about the size of the contract, is the
I don't know if Sam Darnold is gonna look to be a bridge.
Oh no, I don't think he will either. I'm not saying we're gonna. This isn't a question of are we getting them. This is a question of if we offered these guys 2 years, $20 million. Let's just use that as an example.
Okay.
Do you take them?
If he's not my first choice.
Right? No. We're not going
over Tyrod, what we currently have.
No, we'd still have Tyrod because we still.
No, but I mean as a starter. Right now, Tyrod's a de facto starter as of this moment.
Okay, Murdoch, you're losing the point of the game. Okay. Here's the point of the game. Would you sign Sam Darnold for 2 years, $20 million, and he comes in and him and Tyrod fight it out for the starting position?
I would give, if I'm giving him $20 million, he's a starter.
Okay, well, I don't care. I'm just asking, would you make the sign? 2 years, $20 million.
I think you need to change it from would you make the sign to would you be super pissed if they did it?
No, I just wanted to see if you're saying he's the best one we can get on the roster now, then yeah.
That's not what I'm saying. All I'm saying is I say a name and you say, if the Jets sign this person, would you be upset at 2 years, $20 million?
No, I wouldn't be upset.
Okay, me neither. Justin Fields, Murdoch.
No, I want him.
Me too. He's the one I want the most. Maddie, what do you think?
He's my number one on this whole list, so I'm fine with that.
Same here. Jimmy Garoppolo. I say no.
Nobody on that list.
Thumbs down on Garoppolo. I don't have any faith in him.
No, and he hasn't had a somewhat average, decent season since he was with the Patriots like 5 years ago, whatever that was.
Yeah, it's just a no-go for me.
Daniel Jones. Maddie.
Fuck no.
Murdoch.
No.
I wouldn't sign him for a fucking dollar.
He's a mess. And I kind of feel bad for the
guy.
I
like the guy, but I just didn't want him on my team.
Correct.
That guy, how much money that guy fleeced the Giants out of?
Yeah, I mean, it's
because he had like a decent season 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And they gave him all this money like a bunch of idiots. That was a Jets move that they did.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah. Well, the Giants are turning so much into the Jets. Well, they're about to sign fucking Aaron Rodgers. Murdoch, Mac Jones.
No, but there's worse guys on that list.
Yeah, I wouldn't take Mac at all. I think he's a dirty player. I don't think he's good enough. He's trash. Maddie, what are you thinking?
Same thing. I agree with Murdoch. There are worse guys, but it's still a no.
Marcus Mariota, Murdoch.
No way.
Yeah, I'm with you, Maddie.
No, I wouldn't even consider it.
All right, let's just put all the rest of these. Okay, no, you know what? There's one in there. So Cooper Rush, I'd say no.
God, no.
And Jameis Winston, I'd say no. What do you guys think? The last one here, Russell Wilson, would 2 years, $20 million, Murdoch?
2 years, $20 million. All right, to me, he's like a Darnold. Like, okay, if you have to, but I'm not enthusiastic about it. I wouldn't like smash the TV over it though.
Maddie?
Hard no. I don't think he would do well in New York at all.
Yeah, I'm in between on Russell Wilson. I mean, looking at that list, I'd say for me, Russell Wilson, Sam Darnold, and Justin Fields are the three that I'd be not pissed off about. I like I said, we all agreed we would take Justin Fields. But I wouldn't be pissed off with Sam Darnold or Russell Wilson because once again, we're all talking about a bridge quarterback who's just coming in to kind of get us through till the 2026 draft when we can draft a real quarterback. But that's kind of how I look at it. I'm going to whip through some of these. Final comments here, and then we are getting to trivia. So get ready, folks. Remember the rules. Let Murdog and Maddie please answer the question before you start throwing everything in the chat. Like that would be extremely helpful. Let's see here. Where was I? I don't even know where I was in the chat now that I'm all lost. But DB's in here. Infrared's still in here. Miguel's still in here. All right, moving down. I say no. I see. That's the thing. Sam. I'd be shocked if he wanted. I would be shocked if he signed with the Jets or the Giants, because he just doesn't want to come back into New York, into that market, into MetLife Stadium.
I only see two options for him. Now that Geno went to the Raiders, I thought that could be a possible landing spot. But now the only two spots I see him going to Seattle, and the only other spot would be Tennessee. If Tennessee gets Darnold, they're probably taking Abdul Carter number one. If they don't,
the Seahawks, the Murdoch, the Seahawks got to have something in mind to just trade away Geno Smith. They've got to have something that they're kind of banking on.
I don't know, man. They traded away Russell Wilson they've got something planned.
Well, DK Metcalf is asking to leave. They drop Lockett. You know, they're losing their pieces. So
Gustavo says if the Giants sign Rodgers and they reach the playoffs, what would that tell you about the Jets? Look, the Giants suck. It's not going to happen, but it would be typical New York Jets.
It would not tell me anything I didn't already know about the Jets.
Exactly. Maddie hit it right there. Hit it right on the head. Here we go. Here's a super chat. Jets. Miguel comes in, channel member, $2. Guys, you're doing great tonight. I appreciate the super chats. Give some channel memberships if you're already a member, or join the channel if you're new. The Tuesday night shows, you miss them live. The only way to watch them the next day while you're driving to work, things like that, is to become a channel member. And I got other stuff on its way. Miguel comes in and says, I'd rather have the Jets run a triple option rather than what? All those quarterbacks that we named? You know, that's the only question I would say that. Nope. I want none of them, DJ. I'd rather go with Tyrod. It's like straight up. You're early, T-Dobbs. Top 5 movie car chases. Hey, boys, how you doing, T-Dobbs? We got a lot of Bills fans in here. Seahawks reportedly going after Sam Darnold. Hey, you got to do something. You just got rid of your quarterback. You don't have a high draft pick. What else are you going to do there? But anyway, okay, guys, it is time. It is time for Murdog's least favorite part of the show, because apparently it's rigged, which I don't agree with. And he doesn't want us doing music, hockey, movies, or television. But unfortunately, we're gonna have. I didn't say that. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to do that because, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for Midnight Mike Show. Not theater, Midnight Mike Show trivia here on the Midnight Mike Show, where right now the king of Midnight Mike Show trivia is Maddie, who took the crown from Murdog last week on the show. And I have 3 new categories to work with. These guys will answer the questions. Hold it up. Now listen, if you guys want, as soon as they lock in by holding up their piece of paper or their whiteboard, you guys can go. Boom. Start writing it in the comments. But until they have those boards up, guys, please help us out here. I would really appreciate that. All right, here we go, guys. Murdog is the challenger. So Murdog will go first and pick the category first. And here are tonight's 3 categories. Category 1 is Baseball Bonanza. Category number 2 is And the ... And this category is a music category. And what it is I'll give you the name of a song and you give me the artist or the band that has And the in the title of the band. You understand what I'm saying? So I give you the title of the song. You tell me the band, and it's going to have "and the" in the title. And finally, an oldie but a goodie. We're bringing it back. The third category is the New York Jets. So Murdog, you get the first choice. Baseball Bonanza, and the or the New York Jets.
Let's go Baseball Bonanza.
All right, here we go. The first question is, this was the name of the Yankees team in 1903. This was the name of the New York Yankees in 1903. Murdog is locked in.
I guess.
And Maddie is locked in. Here we go. We'll go to Maddie first. Maddie, what do you got?
Americans?
The Americans.
I'm sure that's wrong.
Murdog, what do you got?
The Highlanders.
Murdog gets the point.
Never would have known that.
Yes, the New York Yankees were originally the Baltimore Orioles. But they became when they came to New York, they became the New York Highlanders. So that was the first question in Baseball Bonanza. Miguel comes in. He got it. There it is. Point for Miguel.
Miguelito.
Murdog, you still control the board. Baseball Bonanza. You want to keep going Baseball Bonanza?
Oh, yes, sir.
All right. Here we go. This is a 2-point question. You could get 2 points or 1 point.
Okay.
But here we go. What was the first name and number retired by the New York Mets? What was the first name and number retired by the New York Mets? And you get a point for the number, and you get a point for the name. Remember, don't write anything till people are locked in.
I think this is wrong, but whatever.
Maddie is locked in. Murdog is locked in. All right, here we go, folks. Let's start off with Maddie. Maddie, what do you got?
Tom Seaver, 41.
Sorry, Maddie, not correct. Murdog, what do you got?
Number 1, Casey Stengel.
That was my second guess, too.
He got
Stengel.
a point because the correct answer was the manager, Casey Stengel, but the number was not number 1. It was number 37. Okay. 37. There you go. All right. Moving along. We're moving along good tonight. Murdog, are we running it through with the Baseball Bonanza category?
Till the wheels fall off.
Here we go. Who did the Mets defeat to capture their first ever National League championship? Who did the New York Mets defeat to capture their first ever National League championship? Remember, folks, wait till they're locked in to write it in the comments section.
Fuck.
It's all right. I probably got it wrong, too.
Wow, thank you, DB. DB comes in. Maddie is locked in. DB comes in. He says, damn, these are good questions, Mike. Thank you. Have you ever watched the past 3 weeks?
Baseball history.
I think I'm pretty good at this. So, yeah, Maddie, you're not doing too good in this.
Ask me about the 80s, man.
Well, I can't, once again, who are you, Murdog, telling me what questions to ask?
Well, you let him.
I didn't.
All right.
Murdog, are you locked in?
Yeah, I'm locked in.
All right, Maddie, what do you got?
I got the Cardinals.
Murdog.
That was the one I was debating on. This one or the Cardinals.
What do you got, Murdog?
Cincinnati Reds.
Correct answer, the Atlanta Braves. The Atlanta Braves. No points.
1969.
Yep, no points on that one. But Murdog still controls the board. He's up 2-0. He wants to carry it on with this category, Baseball Bonanza. This is another 2-point question. So here we go. What year did the Yankees win their first World Series, and who did they beat? What year did the Yankees win their first World Series, and who did the Yankees beat? Maddie and Murdog writing now. Murdog in the lead as of now, 2-0. Do not put the answers in the comment section till our contestants are. Maddie is locked in. Murdog is still writing. This is a 2-point question. Maddie can tie it up if Murdog gets them all wrong.
Oh. Hold on.
What do you mean, hold on?
I'm just changing the year.
Okay.
Murdog?
Murdog?
I'm going to change it back.
Murdog, give me your answer. What do you got?
1923 New York Giants.
2 points. Maddie,
I don't have it. I didn't have that.
The answer, of course, as Murdog said, was 1923, and they beat the New York Baseball.
I thought they beat the Athletics.
I had it, and I was like, wait, was it 21? And then I was like, no, go back, 23.
We have one more question in this category, Murdog. Are we going for it?
Fucking A.
All right, here we go. This is the last question in Baseball Bonanza, and after that, they're going to have to go to or the New York Jets.
For the record, we're doing all 15 questions tonight.
All right, here we go. This is the final question, and because I did 2 Mets, 2 Yankees, this one has to do with neither. Well, I mean, I guess it kind of does, but it's not a Mets-Yankees specific question. Here we go. Name the 5 players who top the MLB home run list. Name
all-time home runs or
all time. Name the 5 players who top the MLB home run list. Now, this isn't a 5-point question. I'm not going to go that far. I just need the top 5 players who have hit the most home runs all time in Major League Baseball. That's all I'm looking for here, folks. DB94 comes in and says, this is Murdog's lifeline. Murdog's going to take a deep lead here at the beginning and then fall off as we get into anything music. There it is. And as soon as our players are locked in, we'll get to them. Maddie is locked in.
Fuck.
Believe me, I don't think I got it either.
No, I'm trying.
Does the point go to whoever gets most out of 5?
Nah, that's not how I originally had planned it. Originally, I had planned to get the 5. Infrared 1895 Civil War. First off, the Civil War was 1861 is when it started. If we want to go history.
All right, come on.
Oh, do they have to be in order?
No.
They don't have to be in order, but I mean, I feel like
mine aren't.
I feel like it's a pretty reasonable. Murdog, who do you got, man?
I just got to rewrite them to put them in order.
They don't have to be in order. I mean, it would be more impressive if they were in order. Folks, once again, while Murdog is writing, name the top 5 players who top the MLB.
I only got limited time here.
Okay.
What do you got, Murdog?
Barry Bonds, Hank Aaron, Babe Ruth, Alex Rodriguez, and Sammy Sosa.
You missed one. Maddie,
5?
who do you got?
I got Sammy Sosa, Mark McGwire, Hank Aaron, Babe Ruth, and Barry Bonds. I'm sure I'm wrong.
Ladies and gentlemen, the answer, anyone in the chat, Barry Bonds, Hank Aaron, Babe Ruth. Whoops, sorry. And then he guessed Mark McGwire. Miguel, you're way off here, and I'm assuming that's on purpose. The answer is number 1, Barry Bonds. Number 2, Hank Aaron. Number 3, Babe Ruth. Number 4, Albert Pujols. And number 5, Alex Rodriguez.
I'm an idiot.
You guys both forgot old Albie.
Oh, I didn't forget him. I just thought that
Oh,
A-Rod
you forgot him. He wasn't on your list.
was like right at 600.
A-Rod is 5, though. A-Rod is 5.
Yeah. So Sammy Sosa, I thought he had over 600 too.
The board is still yours, Murdog. New
So I
York.
got 4 to 5. I don't get a point at all.
No, you do not. And the or New York Jets.
Let's go Jets.
All right, here we go. Our first category, our first question in this category, New York Jets, is as follows. Chat, I know this one's you guys are going to want to jump on this, so let's be real here. Wait till the guys lock in. What is up, Jack? How you doing tonight? Here we go. The first question in New York Jets category. Chad Pennington, a rookie in 2000, went to this college. I will repeat the question for our audience. Chad Pennington, a rookie in 2000, went to this college. Murdog seems to be locked in. Look how cocky Murdog is tonight. Maddie is locked in. All right, here we go. Maddie, we'll go to you first. What do you got?
Texas.
Murdog?
Marshall Thundering Herd.
Wow, Murdog. I am actually quite impressed tonight. You're going to lose it. You're going to lose it. You better get up by 5 because once we get
I am up by 5 now. I just need to
you're right. It is 5-0.
Last fucking
You better keep that. You better keep that. Good question for Jets fans. Miguel gets a point. Are we running it next category, or are we going to keep going New York Jets?
Oh, run it till the wheels fall off, brother.
All right, here we go. Al Bundy famously scored 4 touchdowns in one game. Who is the only New York Jet to accomplish that in the 20th century? Al Bundy famously scored 4 touchdowns in one game. Who is the only New York Jet to accomplish that in the 20th century? Nobody better be writing answers in the comments. I'll tell you that right now, because that would be unfair to our contestants. Looks like, is everybody locked in? It looks like Murdog is locked in. Maddie's locked in. Maddie, who do you got?
Curtis Martin.
Murdog?
Wesley Walker versus the Dolphins in 1985.
Wow. I'm actually shocked.
Wow.
I'll be honest, because you've almost run. I think you've got, what have you gotten? 2 wrong out of 7.
Wow.
Oh, we got a quick Jets chant in the house. Here we go. Jets, Jets, Jets. John Radcliffe comes in. Maddie, have you dealt with a riot yet? We're pushing towards inevitable at this point. Our special tactics unit's on high alert. What's up, guys? Wow, that's off topic. But Maddie, have you ever dealt with a riot?
No, not yet. But we're not dealing with what's going on back east right now.
Thank God.
Why do you keep saying what's going on in the East that's different than like Central or West or?
Well, they're all striking.
Who's striking? The COs?
COs, yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, let's stay on topic so I don't have to leave in the middle of this.
All right, he needs to get to that music category fast.
Yes. All
right, here we go. Don Maynard, LT, Curtis Martin. Sorry, guys, but I appreciate you trying. I assume, Murdog, you still have control. We're going New York Jets.
Yes, sir.
All right, here we go. In 1987, the New York Jets selected a fullback in the first round. Who was it? In 1987, the New York Jets selected a fullback in the first round. Who was it? Odd to select a fullback that high, but let's see if either of our contestants can pull this one out.
Just give it to him.
I'm starting to believe that his girlfriend is texting him the answers. Like she's
just give it to him. I don't even know. I was not.
Oh, you have no idea?
No.
All right. Who do you got?
Roger Vick, Virginia Tech.
I'm
I have serious questions as to how you know the guy, the school.
telling you.
You're clearly the fucking Bobby Fischer of Jets trivia.
He actually came to my school. I met him.
His girlfriend is feeding him these. I guarantee you.
Bro, I got the answers before you even fucking finish your sentence.
Wow, John Radcliffe gets a point. Very good, John. Very impressive. All right, here we go. I'm assuming we're staying in this category, Murdog.
Oh, indeed.
All right. Question number 4. How many quarterbacks were used in the 2005 New York Jets season? How many quarterbacks were used in the 2005 New York Jets season? I'll give you 2 extra points if you could name all 5. That's how hard it is. How many quarterbacks? So at 1 point for the correct answer, 2 points if you get all 5. Oh, damn it, I just said it. All right, now you have to name all 5.
Forget it.
I'll give John Radcliffe the point on that one. He actually got that. That's impressive. Who are the 5, Murdog?
I got Chad Pennington, Jay Fiedler. I'd have to think of the other 3.
You have a very limited time frame on that.
Cliff Kingsbury was one of them.
In 2005? I wouldn't have got that one.
All right. The answer is Chad Pennington, Jay Fiedler, Cliff Kingsbury. Very impressed on that, man.
I was at that game. I was asked to leave the stadium.
Just like many games.
Many games here.
Brooks Bollinger.
Nebraska.
And the man, Vinny Testaverde.
Wow, that's right.
I did say Vinny T. But I wouldn't have got.
What am I down? 8-0 right now?
7-0.
Okay.
7. We don't get points.
Well, we can skip the last one. I'm already mathematically eliminated then.
Get your readers on. This is getting out of hand. Rigged? Yeah, well, it might be. We don't know. We don't know who Murdog's getting these answers from, but we'll find out. Final question, I'm assuming, Murdog, in the Jets category.
You guessed right.
All right, here we go. Who kicked 3 field goals for the New York Jets during Super Bowl III? Who kicked 3 field goals for the New York Jets in Super Bowl III, thus becoming the highest scoring Jet in Super Bowl history?
Just take it.
Maddie does not have an answer?
I can't remember all this shit.
All right, Murdog, who do you got?
Jim O'Brien.
Whoa, sorry. The correct answer is Jim Turner. Jim Turner.
Oh, okay.
And Scott gets a point. Adirondack Fly Guy comes into the house. Guys, all you new guys in here, I really need you. No, not Pat Leahy, but John got it. Not Ray Finkel. Nice try. But
nice
guys, my channel I figured out is, I hate to keep repeating this, but new people have come in. My channel, since I got a warning strike, has kind of been shadow banned. So I need you guys to help me get this show out. So hitting the like button is very important over the next 60 to 90 days. More important than anything. Now, I appreciate you guys have been kicking ass with super chats tonight. But hit that like button. Let people know that we are live. We are down to our final category. Maddie cannot win, but he can definitely come back and make it a game, because the previous games were Murdog won 6-3. Then Maddie won 7-3.5. Right now, Murdog has 7-0 lead. A 7-0 lead. Our final category is and the ... And this is a category where I give you a song title and you tell me the name of the band that has and the in the title. Here we go. Number 1, Power of Love. Power of Love. I just need the name of the band. Thank you, Miguel. Thank you. YouTube can suck it. Smash the like button for Midnite Mike. That means a lot. It means a lot. We got locked in answers. All right. Let's go to Maddie first. Maddie, who do you
Huey
got?
Lewis in the news.
Murdog.
Huey Lewis in the news.
Wow. Okay, so
But
you
music's not fair.
you do know music. I am shocked.
Oh, not like you though. Maddie's a pro. He's an expert.
Well, let's find out as I go
I'm
to
not an
question number
expert.
2. In the and the category, remember the name of the band will have and the in the title. I'll give you the song. It is American Girl. American Girl.
Oh,
I gave you the name of the song. I just need you to give me the name of the band. Chat, do not ruin this. Although on the last one, John Radcliffe got it. Valerie got it. New York Jets superfan got it. Miguel got it. Points all around for all of you. All right.
I think I'm not sure.
Let's start with Murdog. Murdog, what do you got?
Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers.
Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers.
Both contestants score. And here we go. Let's look through here. Yes. Valerie, great job. Valerie's doing great in this music category. Nope. Yep. Good job, guys. Good job, guys. All right, here we go. Number 3. Walking on Sunshine. Walking on Sunshine. I just need the name of the band.
Your ass is mine now.
I know.
I mean, at least, hey, look, whether Murdog gets them right or not, at least you're getting on the board there, Maddie.
I just had to avoid the shutout.
Well, yeah, definitely didn't. You definitely avoided the shutout.
I'm walking on sunshine. Whoa.
Well, at least you can
What
sing.
part of don't put the fucking answer in the chat before we do it is like not registering?
Murdog, what do you got?
I wouldn't. I don't. If the time's up, I wouldn't have it.
Okay, Maddie, who do you got?
Katrina and the Waves.
There you go. Guys, the guys, when they're done, they hold up their piece of paper or their whiteboard. That's when you can start putting it in the chat.
I knew the song. I could sing it, but I'd never heard that name of a band in my life. Never heard of
Scott
Katrina.
was the one who didn't get it, huh?
I know the song though.
Our regulars and our veterans fucking it up.
Yeah. No, Valerie came in after, to be fair.
Yeah, I could.
It's all right. I folded
not
it.
Valerie.
I didn't know it. I have honor.
Fair.
All right, here we go. Number 4, only 2 left. Name of the song? One Love, People Get Ready. One Love, People Get Ready. That's the name of the song. What I need is the name of the band. And remember, the band will have and the in the title.
I got nothing on this one.
Scott says have some discipline, but Scott was the one who jumped the gun on that. Don't try to. You don't think we know what's going on here, Scott? Come on now.
I got no idea on this one.
No idea, Murdog. Do you got anything?
I'm guessing.
What are you guessing?
Hootie and the Blowfish.
All right, our answer here is
Scott's right.
Bob Marley and the Wailers. Scott gets a point.
Oh, that was. I know One Love. I know that song. Let's get together and feel all right.
Yep.
I didn't
That's
realize
the
that was
song.
the same song. I'm not a big reggae guy.
You said "in time to feel good," so I was thinking of that song. Hey, it's time to feel good.
No,
That's what I was thinking. I was
said.
thinking it
That's
was
not
like a
what I
90s
said.
thing.
I said the name of the song is One Love, People Get Ready.
Yeah,
That's
I thought
the
it was
actual name of the song.
I would go
And
see
it
Bob
is-
Marley and the
And it is the
Heartbreakers.
song One Love, Let's Get Together and
And
All
feel
right. Let's finish this shit.
The wording of the title threw me completely off genre. Like, off.
Bob Marley and the Hartford Whalers.
I would go to that show for sure.
Oh yeah, that'd be a great show. You got a nice reggae show. You get to smoke
Then
some
you got
weed.
Brass
You get,
Bonanza.
you get to watch some hockey. It would be a great time.
Terrible logo.
Chime on. All right, last one. Here we go, folks. Remember, the name of the band will have "and the" in the title. The answer here is, or the song here is, "Get Down Tonight." Get Down Tonight. Let's see.
I'm in.
Oh, Maddie's locked in. Now wait, folks. Wait till Murdog locks in.
Get down. I know the song.
The Jeopardy music is about to end. Dun, 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 dun.
It's a 70s band, right? It's a 70s.
It is. What's your answer, Murdog?
My answer is all you, Maddie. I can't think of
Casey
the
and
name.
the Sunshine Band.
Casey and the Sunshine Band. That's correct.
Get down tonight.
All right. So it ends out. We do have a new champion here on the Midnight Mike Show Trivia. Ladies and gentlemen, getting his crown back. Murdog takes the crown from Maddie. And in 3 categories, Baseball Bonanza and New York Jets, Murdog wins 8-4. 8-4. But next week, all new categories.
Way to Kansas City Chiefs your way to the fucking title.
Now, to be fair, I don't know if we can do trivia. I don't know if we could do trivia next week. We might have to skip next week because next week we have a special guest joining us on the Midnight Mike Show. He's been on the show before, but he's coming back after about a year, and I'm not going to give it away who it is, but it's someone that most of you probably know. He's been on the show before, and a good friend of the show, and I'm excited to have him back.
Sorry, I'll take his ass down too.
I didn't. When I talked to him, I did not prepare him for Midnight Mike Show trivia. Yeah.
Well, on that note, I actually had to go pick my daughter up from work, so you guys are on your own for call-ins, and I'm sure I'll talk to you guys on Discord.
And Mike, top 5.
I gotta go, dude. Kids gotta get picked up.
Okay.
Tell her to get an Uber.
Hey, she works at Arby's. She can't afford a fucking Uber. All right.
They got the meats.
I will not eat there, even though she works there.
I don't mind some stuff. I like Arby's. I'll be honest.
I will say that Reuben was okay, but like, I ain't eating one of those roast beef sandwiches that turns into liquid if you leave it out long enough. So yeah, you guys are gonna have to do the top 5 without me, do the call-ins without me. I will probably talk to you guys from work on the Discord. Congrats, Murdoch. Good job, man. You knew your baseball. That was impressive. I will talk to you guys later.
Talk to you later, Maddie. What do you think, Murdoch? A New York Jets superfan says Maddie's embarrassed about the beatdown.
Well, it was a proper beatdown. It was, I gotta say.
Yeah, that was a pretty dominant. That in the new era of Midnight Mike Show trivia, that was the most dominant win that we have seen so far.
I mean, I was because I forgot Pujols. I got 4 out of the 5. Casey Stengel, I didn't know his number. The thing was, I'm not a Met fan, and for me as a Yankee fan to know that Casey Stengel was the first Met, he's a Met fan. I got a Met question right that he got wrong.
That is true.
That's a proper ass whooping. And I got some music questions right.
You did. See, that wasn't a hard. When I said music, I know you were probably worried, but I felt like that category, the way I worked it, it kind of limits the answers because it has to be a something and the something.
Yeah, that probably helped. I mean, I knew a lot of the songs you mentioned. There's like, if you're like, what album was it? I'm fucking assed out. You know, and even like the titles, like the band, the definitely helped me out a little bit to narrow down. Otherwise, my brain would have short circuited.
All right. Well, here's what we're gonna do. Even though he's left us, which is really upsetting, it is now going to be time for the intermission report and
Mike and Maddie's top 5.
Mike and Maddie's top 5, folks. Yeah, Saturdays get crazy. There's not a lot of Jets stuff, so we did trivia. Hey, there was a whole category of New York Jets trivia. I hope you guys enjoyed that. But now we go into the intermission report, and for those of you who are new, how does this work? All you need to do is put top 5 suggestions in the comments section, and when we get back from our little, intermission report intro, we come back, and we will come up with the top 5 from your suggestions, and then just on the fly, Murdoch and myself will write down our top 5, go over it, and then go over your answers because we want it to be simple and generic. so that you guys, not only us, but you guys in the chat can come up with the top 5 also. And it had, like I said, generic, so that we can just boom, come up with it off the top of our head. Remember to keep hitting that like button, folks. I appreciate the super chats and all that stuff that has been coming in. It is definitely awesome. I appreciate that. And you guys have been kicking ass tonight, but it is time for the intermission report and coming in with Mike and Maddie's top 5.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat.
All right. And luckily I did get a new kind of notebook here. See, here's all the New York Jets questions. I think I'm a pretty good, I feel like my second calling was probably a game show host.
You think so?
Yeah, maybe.
I think my second calling was a game show host, game show champion.
Well, today it was.
Well, 2 out of 3 ain't bad, bro.
2 out of 3. We'll see what happens either next week or the week after. All right, let's go into the comments section and see what you guys have come up with. I do have a few on the back burner just in case. Adirondack Fly Guy this is a whole nother thing, or he has changed his profile picture while the show is going on. Top 5. Ooh, this is good. Top 5 favorite championship teams that you've seen in all sports. Although mine would be. What the hell was that?
That was my phone. It's an
top 5 countries Trump should make a state. I like that one. That's also a good one. Top 5 franchise players of all sports.
I think we kind of did that one.
Possibly. Top 5
somewhere in the realm.
Let's see here. Fair enough. I did screw up on one of them, but luckily it was a 2-point question, so I was able to work with that. So maybe I'll have to come up with 2-point questions. Money Mike, who is the QB for the future? We're not going to get him till the 2026 draft. Because if the Jets move up,
someone's dying.
Yeah, there's going to be hell on this channel. Like, we're going to be going nuts.
I'm fucking flying a one Jets drive.
It's right down the street from my mom's house, so I'll just visit it one time when I'm visiting my mom in Jersey. I'll just drive 5-10 minutes down the road and just go to one Jets drive and cause all kinds of shit.
I'll come with you. I'll go fucking chop Muji down the size and then go to your mom's house. She can make us a sandwich.
I like this one. I really like this one that John Radcliffe put in. Top 5 favorite championship teams you've seen in all sports. But here's should I put a caveat to it? Should I say teams you're not a fan of?
I mean, I wouldn't do that. Meaning, like, I wouldn't just list all my team's victories.
See, I would, because how could I have watched another team and been like, oh, I liked that one more than watching my team win? All right, we'll do our teams because it'll be fun to go into the comments and see what people from who are fans of other teams and things like that say.
So you do like impressive, like that team was impressive, you know. But,
okay, if you want to do that, that's fine. So we're going to do top 5 championship teams that you've seen in all sports, okay? And what we're going to do is, the reason I'm picking this one is because it's an easy one that we can all kind of get behind and do quick, because the trivia took a while and I want to be able to get to your calls if you guys want to call in. So that's why we'll do this one. So let me just write down my top 5. Let's see here. This isn't going to be tough. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3.
now this is like my favorite teams.
No, it's just your top 5 championship teams you've seen in all sports.
Okay.
And I'm done. Now, wait, hold on. Here, let me ask you this, Murdog. Would you consider no, but they didn't even win. Yeah, no, I got my top 5. It is what it is. And guys, I want you guys, because it'd be interesting to see what you guys have to say. I'd like to know your top 5 favorite championship teams you've seen in all sports. Down in the comments. And as soon as me and Murdog give you our answers, I will read off some of yours. I wonder if I could come up with any like honorable mentions. I mean, obviously that one and that one and that one. I guess I do have 3 honorable mentions. I've watched more championships that my teams have won than I thought. Like, when you actually write them down and look at them, you're like, holy shit, I was spoiled for around a 10-year, 5 to 10 year period. Like, Jesus Christ. Oh, Scott, hold on to that one for another time. Hold on to that one for another time. Top 5 enjoyable losses of any team in any sport. I could probably do that. Money Mike says top 5 Jets quarterbacks of all time. Number 1, Vinny Testaverde. That's all you need to know. Yeah, I feel like he might be a little new to the show, so he needs to know my love for my boy Vinny. Oh, Mount Rushmore of New York pro athletes. I feel like that's a whole different thing. It's not a top 5 because Mount Rushmore obviously is 4, but I wouldn't mind doing something like that one day, Adirondack. And we have a Jets chant coming in. Hell yeah. Jets. John Ratcliffe with $2 says it's meant to be yours, but their teams too. What do you mean? What do you mean it's meant to be yours, but their teams too? Oh, it's meant to be yours, but maybe other teams too. Yeah, it's going to end up being mine. There's no way I could sit there and truthfully say that I think I had a more fun watching another team. So this is it, folks. And then we'll take your calls if you want to call in and talk about the Jets. Give us your top 5s, whatever you want to do for the last 45 minutes, whatever. We'll have a good time. Murdoch, you got yours?
Yeah, I got some honorable mentions.
Yeah, I got 3 honorable mentions. Do you want my honorable mentions?
Sure.
My honorable mentions are the 2003 New Jersey Devils, the 2009 New York Yankees, and the 1999 New York Yankees. Do your math, and you can figure out my top 5. What are your honorable mentions there, Murdoch?
The 1983-84 Edmonton Oilers were a fucking machine.
Yep.
They took down the Islanders for the 5-peat. Another honorable mention was the 82 Islanders the year before, and the 4 cups in a row that they won. It was just what a team. 4 years in a row, just dominate. Another honorable mention is this year's Philadelphia Eagles for beating the fucking snot and dog piss out of the Kansas City referees. That I took personal satisfaction in watching them get fucking mollywopped this year. I was rooting so hard just for the Chiefs to lose, not even for the Eagles to win. I just wanted anybody to beat the Chiefs.
Real quick, Infrared, we have already done top 5 punchable faces. And Clancy comes in, he says, courtesy of Johnny Boy, top 5 sex positions. I'm old school. I don't think I've done that many. All right, let's do it. Murdoch, what's your number 5?
The 1995-96 Chicago Bulls, 72-10. Just
I hated the Bulls.
Unfucking real. That team they were so annoying, but they were just so good. I mean, besides Jordan and Pippen, just even like the role players would be stars on other teams. Some of them, like, they were just so good everywhere.
My number 5, and this is just one of my main reasons, is because of who they beat. My number 5 is the 2000 New York Yankees beating up in the Subway Series on the New York Mets. That was very enjoyable, and I'd easily give it my number 5 spot. Murdoch, what do you got?
Let's see.
Number 4.
2015 Chicago Golden State Warriors.
Is that like Steph Curry Warriors?
Yeah, it was the year. Remember, they went like 73-9, and they lost to the Cavaliers the year before. They were back-to-back champions.
Okay.
They're just another impressive team, man. Imagine if they would have won that 2016 season, they would have surpassed the Bulls for the best season in history. But they didn't. They lost to the Cavaliers.
So my number 5 was the 2000 New York Yankees. My number 4 is the 2000 New Jersey Devils. And of all the Stanley Cup teams, that might have been the strongest roster of the Devils. Might have been. I'd have to go back and actually look at the entire rosters, but that was a pretty tough team. Your number 3, Murdog.
The 1985 Bears, Chicago Bears.
Jim McMahon, Walter Payton, William the Refrigerator Perry.
I could name most of their roster. They were just
dominant.
Yeah, even as a kid, I was still a puppy, and it was just like had a real impact. Like, wow, that's a great team when I was a kid.
My number 3 is the 1998 New York Yankees. Of all the Yankees championships, that was the one with the highest win total. And at the time, I believe it was the highest win total ever. And then they eventually got beat by like the Seattle Mariners.
But then they knocked the Mariners out of the playoffs that year. Mariners broke the regular season record, like 114 wins, and the Yankees beat them like 4-1 or 4-2 in the ALCS.
Yeah, so 98 Yankees. Murdog, you're number 2.
Mine is the 2000 Yankees because they beat the New York Mets.
Yep. I mean, how could you not have the 2000 Yankees on a list like this?
They're number 2 because they beat the Mets and they backed into the playoffs that year. I mean, their September was a shit show.
Yeah.
Like in August, they were like prime position and they just lost like 2/3 of their games in September and limped into October and still beat the Mets.
My number 2 and my 2 and my 1 are literally because it was the first championships that I ever saw my team win where I was coherent and just hell yeah, like my team fucking won. My number 2 is the 1995 New Jersey Devils. Scotty Stevens, Ken Danico, Niedermeyer, Brodeur. I mean, fuck, what a great team. What a great fucking team. Your number 2, Murdog, or your number 1?
My number 1 is the 1998 Yankees because they were the best team ever to play. They were the best team up and down. They, like I said, they had the all-time winning record that year, and they finished it off with they just ran through the playoffs. And then you get like the comeback in game 1 against the Padres in the World Series with the Grand Slam Tino. They came back. They just put like 7 runs on the board. I think Tino hit the Grand Slam off Mark Langston, if I'm not mistaken. That was just like, wow, what a fuck. The 98 team was just unstoppable.
Yeah.
Solid up and down the lineup.
My number 1 is the 1996 New York Yankees. I mean, that was the first one I really saw. I loved that team. I mean, it was what it was. I mean, I don't know if Wetland was the closer that Mariano became, obviously, but still great closers.
Mm-hmm.
Wade Boggs riding around the field. Wasn't it Leyritz who hit that bomb home run?
Yeah, it was game 3, and I should have had the 96 Yankees on the list, but I was trying to diversify, the list. And not 96 is special for me because that's like the first championship I witnessed.
Yeah.
And I wasn't like in diapers for,
Yeah.
So, it was, they got destroyed. Like Andrew Jones as a like 19-year-old kid hitting 2 homers, Jermaine Dye. They just beat us up at home first 2 games. Then we're down.
Oh, and they're pitching.
The
Braves pitching, my God, during that season.
Clavin, Smoltz,
Maddox.
Maddox, Mark Wohlers was like a star closer at the time. The lefty kid too, Steve something. Their whole roster was just great. And I'll never forget the call when Leyritz hit the home run in like the 7th inning. It was like, back at the track at the wall, we are tied. Like Joe Buck's call, all-time great call for that spot.
I still have all of the championship VHS and DVDs from those years. And I thought I had the Yankees 96 one literally right next to me. But I don't.
After the first 2 games, I was like, oh, we're done. Fuck, this team's just too good. Can't hit. Can't stop them. They're hitting. We're not. It's to come back late in the game, game 3 on the road after you just got destroyed twice at home and then win the next 4.
Yep.
That was like, what's going on here? Oh my God. Like, we
Yep.
were so outmatched and we just did it.
Well, let's get through some of what you guys said. I'd like to see what you guys said here. Miguel comes in, and his top 2 are exactly the same as mine. Number 1, Yankees 96. Number 2, Devils 95. Number 3, San Antonio Football Club in 2022. Yankees in 09, and the Yankees in 98. DB is a wise-ass motherfucker Red Sox fan, so we're just going to keep moving right past that. Money Mike says 96 Bulls, 03 Lakers, 85 Bears, 2001 Miami Hurricanes, you mean the Hartford Whalers, and 96 Yankees. New York Jets superfan, Cowboys 93, Penguins 91, Italy World Cup in 2006, Syracuse, Carmelo Anthony year, Raptors 2019. Adirondack Fly Guy, the 4 Super Bowls the Bills lost and the Patriots lost to the Giants, either one. Fair enough. Scott, 1989 Oakland A's, 1990 Cincinnati Reds. Nice. Yes, DB, drop a like if you haven't yet. If you're new, I have my show kind of on like a weird YouTube shadow ban after getting like a warning strike. And it's 60 to 90 days that I'm going to really need your guys' help. So please hit that like button. And super chats and gifted channel memberships are all extremely welcome. Let's see here. 1999 Rams, greatest show on turf.
That's definitely a good one, Mike.
Yeah, definitely a great team.
That's a good one. That crossed my mind for sure.
Bomber, who has the highest dog that ever existed on Earth, says, "My guys, what's good? How you doing, Bomber?"
Can we get a screenshot of that dog, Brody?
I could probably get one from the last week's show.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
That's the highest dog ever.
1975 and 1976 Indiana Hoosiers basketball. Wasn't that was the Gene Hackman, by the way, did you hear that? What happened there? Was that movie based on the 75-76 Hoosiers?
No, Hoosiers was the name of the movie.
Yeah, I just haven't seen that movie in so goddamn long.
Yeah, no, it was Hickory High School.
Bomber, I wear this hat almost every show. Every now and then I'll switch it out for I have a Green Jets hat or my Devils hat or my Yankee hat, but most of the time it's this.
And when you win trivia championships, you get to wear a crown. So
that's true.
Yeah.
All right. And Scott comes in 75 and 76 Cincinnati Reds, suck at Red Sox and Yankees.
Scott, your cool factor is dropping with that response.
Yeah, man. You don't want to come in here with Red Sox bullshit.
Well, what are you doing?
I mean, although you were telling the Red Sox to suck it, you don't tell the Yankees to suck.
Yeah, like what are you doing?
No, we're not with me and Murdoch here. That's like school in summertime. No class. All right. Perfect. All right, let's get out of this intermission report and we'll hopefully take your calls. I don't even know if Metz is around because Metz is usually the first one to call in. So I don't know what's going to happen here. Who knows? But let's get out of this intermission report. We'll come back and we'll take your calls and we'll just shoot the shit for the last half hour, 45 minutes. Here we go.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat.
Bomber says, King Murdog loving the crown, bro. You might be a little late, Bomber, but Murdog won back his Midnight Mike Show trivia crown from Maddie, winning tonight 8-4.
9-4.
I have 8-4.
Well, you miscalculated, sir. It's 9-4.
Well, the official title or the official tally is 8-4.
Well,
but I will go back. and I will check it out. And if I am wrong, I will correct that in our records.
Okay.
I don't know.
That score is as fraudulent as the Arizona elections.
I always
Just
know
saying.
how high Bomber is by who he wants to be the quarterback. That dog was vibing. Yeah, he was. That dog was high as shit. I'll definitely pull a screenshot of that. I got to remember to do that. That was really funny because we put him big on the screen, so there's like a nice shot of that dog just stoned off its mind. All right, here we go. I'm putting it in the chat, folks. Here we go. If you want to call in and join me and Murdog and shoot the shit, there's the link. All you have to do is click on it. In the meantime, hold on. Who do you like for the first round pick? I'm not a draft guy. I don't want to move up. I do not want to move up. I would rather trade down. Me, Murdog, and everybody have talked about this. But Murdog, if we stay at 7, who are you looking at?
Well, first of all, hey Mike, I do mock drafts all the time. I'll probably go on live after this show ends for all you guys that want to play around the mock and do one. Usually I like to have somebody call in, do a mock or two, and then somebody else calls in, take turns, play around with different scenarios. I want to move back twice at minimum. I want to land in the mid-20s early, depending on how the board falls, and of course, depending on free agency. But we need a defensive tackle like we need air. We need a run-stuffing defensive tackle. So whoever is available between like Walter Nolan, Derek Harmon, or obviously Mason Graham, but he'll be gone, or Darius Alexander, somebody along those lines to help Quinnen up front. That needs to be a priority for me. I would love Mason Graham, but you got to pick him at 7 or earlier, and we have too many holes to just waste the 7th pick. Not that it would be a waste, but to get us back on track faster, we need more impact players on the roster ASAP. So if we move back a few times and get premium impact draft capital, it's the fastest way to do it. It's the cheapest way to do it. It's the right way to do it. So whatever defensive tackle we come at it with out of those 4, I'm okay with.
DB, are you asking us this or are you asking someone else? Because we're all in on Justin Fields. Not all in, not like we're all in, but we're all, if we had our choice of free agent quarterbacks, and we're bringing somebody in, I think me, Maddie, and Murdog all kind of agreed that Justin Fields would be the way to go.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where we're at.
I'll sign up for 2 or 3 years. Yeah, and still draft one if we can next year, and let him sit for a year or 2. I'm all for it.
Murdog looks like he should be in the movie 300. This is Sparta.
This is Sparta.
Yeah, okay. Oh, Money Mike, yeah, he's looking at Mason Graham.
Yeah, if we stick at 7 and Mason Graham is there, I'm okay with that for sure.
All right. Well, I appreciate everybody who is in here right now, guys. Please hit that like button. And hey, super chats, all that stuff, definitely appreciated. Here we go. We're going to bring in one of our regulars here. If I can see him, for some reason, he's not on his normal camera. What is going on here? It looks like he's almost ready. So let's give him his intro.
Meet the Mets. Step right up and greet the Mets. Bring your kiddies, bring your wife. Guaranteed to have the time of your life because the Mets are really...
Hi, guys.
It's a catchy song, Mets. What do I hear? What are you listening to, Mets?
I'm playing Super Mario Party.
I heard that music. It sounded like Japanese porn.
Oh.
Yeah, on a Nintendo console, too.
You realize that if you watch Japanese hentai porn on your Switch, that it could get a virus.
I'm not watching porn. I'm playing a fucking video game.
Okay, well, I'm glad you called
Sure,
in.
Matt.
Be distracted playing a video game.
Mm.
Yeah,
How
what
you doing, buddy?
happened
What's
here?
going on?
Yeah, hold on, wait, real quick. Murdog, what happened here? I heard about this earlier and then completely forgot to look into it. We moved up like 19 spots in like the third round or something like
Got
that.
like
What happened?
73 from the
But how did that happen? Do you have any idea?
Oh, not yet.
Mets,
What?
you can't call in and have all these bings and booms and clicks and
Well, as far as I'm concerned, I don't care who we get in the draft.
who we get as the Jets or we as you are a
Both.
Giants fan and I know you were really into Aaron Rodgers.
Fuck you.
You told me you sent me that message
I
that was
did
like,
not.
that said we must sign Aaron A-Rod.
Stop trolling me.
I don't troll Mets.
You want the show?
And he's still all I hear is like Sonic coins. Should we just bring up Mets screen and just watch the game he's playing?
Fuck it. Why not?
It's not on a. I'm not playing this on a screen.
Jump in there, lady. We wet t-shirt. Wait, we have a lady who's ready to do a wet t-shirt contest? Where's that? How did I miss that, Scott? Because that would be a great thing for this show late at night. I know Mets wants to see a wet t-shirt
I
contest.
do not. If you're gonna keep trolling like this and acting like an ass, Mike, I'm gonna leave.
Mets.
Well, Matt, you called in and you're playing video games.
Which one of us, Mets? I want to see a wet t-shirt contest. You're telling me you'd be against that? Murdog, would you be against that?
Huh, everyone loves titties.
Hey, whoa. Murdog. Come on, man.
What t-shirt contest?
That's not why. I just like
Listen,
H2O.
The King
And
demand.
I like t-shirts.
I got a crown on,
Jeez,
buddy.
you went dirty with it. Your mind's in the gutter.
I don't know what kind of wet t-shirt contest you watch, but
Money Mike says, I think the Raiders will take Shador if he drops. I mean, maybe, but what was the point of them acquiring Geno? Like, well, I mean, look, with what the Falcons did last year.
Getting Cousins when they got Penix.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, I mean, that nothing's off the table at this point.
you know what scares me about that? I don't know. With Geno going to Oakland, I don't know if they're
Vegas.
take a quarterback. Oh yeah, the Raiders, whatever. Vegas, yeah. I don't know if they're gonna take the quarterback. I'm praying that Shador goes ahead of us, so the temptation is not there. And another guy falls down to 7 to where we could still number 7 pick has more value with another.
Why not get Jalen Milroe?
Milroe. You can get Milroe in the 2nd and 3rd round. And I wouldn't want him anyway.
DB sent me a private message about this earlier, but then he posted
Next
it.
thing you know, there's going to be a kid in there named Kenny McCormick.
Just so that you can then yell what?
From South Park?
Oh my God, they killed Kenny.
You bastards. DB94 comes in and says Mets is a huge Aaron Rodgers fan.
I am not, you piece of shit.
Heard that. I heard that.
Yeah, but Geno is short term. I mean, look, if they were going to bring in Shador, look, Shador is going to be a disaster. That's my opinion. He's going to bring a circus along with him. He has this crazy attitude problem already. I'm not for Shador Sanders. Anyone who's watched this show knows this. But if you're going to bring in a rookie quarterback, I always think it's best to be able to sit him for a season or so, whether it's half a season, or whatever, is better than just throwing him to the wolves right away. So,
but that's not what's pissing me off. I mean, you heard what happened to Brunson, right, guys?
Mm-hmm. I think that's
great
Jalen
3
Brunson's
ankle
angry.
sprain, and it's time to send tips to the fucking junkyard.
Yeah, I think it's Jeff Hornacek's fault.
It's Thibodeau's fault, not Hornacek.
Are we getting a Thibodeau rant?
Done enough of those as it is over the last couple of years.
Wow.
But that said, I want that bastard out.
Yeah.
Dealing with him and Leon Rose is dealing with two sides of the same coin of greed. Thibodeau's a hoarder, Rose is a waster.
Leon Rose turned this franchise around.
But by giving away draft capital like it's candy.
And now you have a competitive team.
No first-round picks for 5 years. That's something you never recover from on a get-rich-quick shit scheme.
That's not true because now, and you got Mikal Bridges to a long-term deal. You got Cat on a deal. You got Brunson on a deal. You got all the pieces you're going to need for those 5 years to be competitive.
But what if Tibbs runs those fuckers into the ground?
That's where I will agree with you on that. I don't like it either. I don't like the 42 minutes a game. I don't like that. You know, if you look at the minutes per game, like the top 6 in the NBA, 5 of them are Knicks. And I'm not happy about that. But as far as Leon Rose goes, that guy did us a solid of building this team. To be able to flip Julius Randle for Cat, that was great.
Yeah, the expensive 3-point defense viability.
Okay, but now we have a big man that could score. We have other options. It's not just like when the Knicks win, you never know who it's going to be. It's going to be Brunson. It's going to be Cat. It could be Bridges. It could be Anunoby, who got signed to a deal, made that trade. We have issues, but we got 4 bona fide studs. It might not even be enough. I think we're the top team on the second tier. We're not as good as the top 4 teams. There's a difference, but the defense.
And then you have awful coaching, burning Ava's last 10 videos praising LeBron James and Luka Doncic. Fuck that guy. Fuck.
Real quick, Stack comes in and he explains how this makes sense. Jets had the 2 third-round picks that we traded. One of the third to get Devontae. That third round was pick 92 from the Lions, so the Jets have always had to pick their pick.
So they've always slipped like so we have 73 then.
Yes.
Okay,
correct.
and we no longer have 92. Okay, that makes sense.
Are we turning?
Yeah, all the mock drafts, Jets always have, the 93 pick or 92 pick. I think it's 92.
I speak for all the men minus Mets. We the people demand a wet T-shirt contest live. I don't think there's any girls in here to be doing that wet T-shirt contest. I think Scott was just messing with all of us. So, fuck you, Scott. You got us all excited, and we'll see. Miguel thinks Shador is going to drop to the second round. He's not dropping to the second round.
You never know.
He's not dropping 32 spots.
You never know, man.
That's insane.
Aaron Rodgers dropped to like 24.
Yeah, but Aaron Rodgers wasn't expected to go 1 or 2.
Yes, he was.
No, he was not.
It was either him or Alex Smith.
No.
That was the debate. Yes, it was.
No, there were more quarterbacks in that draft.
I guarantee you, Stacker Clancy probably know this. They know
what draft was that?
They'll tell you.
2009.
Aaron Rodgers was 09?
It was either 09 or 08. I don't remember.
Wasn't like 05? Or...
No, that's not right because that was the year Matthew Stafford got drafted.
It wasn't like 05, 06?
Yeah, it had to be like 05 or 04.
It was Rodgers or Alex Smith. I think 05 or 06. I think it was 05.
I'm checking. Well, that's not easy. God damn it. Okay, Alex Smith. Matt Jones, Jason Campbell.
Matt Jones, wow.
Well, that was the year. It was 2005.
Yeah, he dropped to the mid-20s.
That's crazy. No, I know he dropped, but I thought there was more than like 1 or 2 reasonable quarterbacks.
Right, because there's only so many quarterback needy teams. Right? Usually the teams in the latter half of the first round have a good quarterback situation.
Matt DB says another Knicks rant would be fucking epic.
I do not know how much longer I can deal with this Tin Man running this team to the ground. The Brunson injury may be the straw that breaks his fucking camel's back. But again, this man's back was broken years ago. Because of one man who would rather trade away draft 2 men who would rather one would run his team, run just 9 fucking players into the ground instead of using the bench for adaptability, and the other who gives away draft capital like candy. And if the team gets injured over a 5-year stretch because his coach is too much of a dumbass to adapt and use every piece on his bench instead of just pick and choosing, this is something we'll never recover from.
Michael Landau says he fell asleep early. Did you miss anything good? Well, you missed great trivia with baseball, Jets, and music categories. You missed our top 5. You missed Maddie earlier. But once again, you could go back and watch it. Once
go back, Lando. Murdoch put on a fucking clinic.
Yeah, Murdoch definitely got his trivia championship back. The goal in the Mets intro video, who comes running down to the lake? The gal in the Mets intro video. Oh, yeah, I don't know who that is. She's just in Big Jake with John Wayne. So just look that up, find out who it is. But I don't think he's going to toss her in the lake. And that wet t-shirt contest wouldn't be as, those had all the ruffles and all that stuff.
Well, I'm going to go anyway. Night, guys.
He came on to play Mario. That's why Mets was here, folks. All right, we're doing good. We got about 15 minutes left, and we are going to bring in our next guest. He came in last week with the Jay and Silent Bob of dogs, the Cheech and Chong of dogs, some may say. Let's bring in Bomber. How you doing?
What's up, man?
How you doing?
Where's Half-Baked Brody?
He's in his bed right there, laying down, looking over here.
Of course he's laying down.
Is he on his back with his paws up in the air, with his tongue hanging out?
Nah, man.
Not yet.
He wasn't high. That's just his natural look. His
like
eyes. He's a Shih Tzu. His eyes get like that.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Dogs
You could say he wasn't high, but we all know the game.
Oh man, what's up, brothers?
I saw you wrote in the comments, Bomber, that Shador would not fall to the second round. So you agree with me on that?
There's no way he falls to the second round, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
later,
unlikely, but don't be surprised.
Later down, probably. I mean, I could see him being the Raiders, possibly behind Geno Smith. You know, they just got Geno, so anything's possible. If not the Raiders, I'm not for sure where else I can see.
How many?
Look, I'm gonna bring up the top draft picks, and there they are. Okay, you got the look. I don't see how the Titans, the Browns, the Giants, the Raiders could even take him. The Jets could take him, which I don't want them to. The Panthers could feasibly take him. The Saints the Saints just said they're keeping Derek Carr, but that's not, whatever. And then the Bears obviously won't take him because they're going to still run with Williams. But I mean, of all these teams, there's like 6 or 7 of them who all need quarterbacks.
That's what 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. 4 in the top 10 need a quarterback.
Yeah, that's pretty much true right there.
How do you say 4?
Patriots, Cleveland, Giants,
Patriots. They have Drake May. The Patriots.
Patriots. Oh no, not Patriots. I'm sorry, not Patriots. Raiders, Giants, Cleveland, and Tennessee. Well, Las Vegas. Well, they just got Geno, so I can't really say.
2. Okay, the Raiders. Yeah, but the Raiders. If they take Shador, it's to sit for 2 years.
Yeah,
I don't know how many years Geno has left on his deal.
He wouldn't sit for 2 years. He wouldn't sit for 2 years. He would sit for a year.
Hold up.
Who's
the Saints quarterback again? Is it Spencer Rattler?
No, it's Derek Carr. They just said they're re-signing him.
Yeah, Carr and Rattler, but Carr is the starter.
Oh well, Rattler's for the future, basically, right? Because when he was a rookie when they got him, I forgot.
Yeah, but he was
he came up the same year as Jordan Travis.
Yeah, but he was a mid-round pick. It's not like they drafted in the first or second round.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, the further you go down, they don't need quarterbacks, so he could easily slip down.
If we're staying at 7, I'm telling you right now, we're going for a weapon. There's no defensive pieces. We're going to go in the first round.
Here's why I'm not going for a weapon, Bomber. Who's throwing him the football?
They're going to have that figured out. I'm going to say by at least next week, because was that free agency? We can get the chance to pick somebody right within next week, right? Justin Fields.
The new league starts on the 12th.
Justin Fields, he's going to be on this team. I'm standing by that.
I hope so.
By the time draft hit, I'm gonna suggest within the second round you're gonna have your guy. We're not getting Jackson Dart. He's not falling to the second round. So if anybody believes we're getting him, you're not getting him. The only way you're getting him if you stay at 7 and you pick him, but because he's not gonna be there in the second round. He's too good of a player. His draft stock went up after what he did in the combine, and other teams need quarterbacks. He's an okay guy, but he's not going to be on this team. But then if you're thinking he's going to be here by the second round.
So, I don't see him going in the first.
And we need a weapon. And I'm going to stand by these 2 weapons. It's either Tyler Warren or Ted McMillan. And those are the 2 I want.
Bomber, you did the mock draft for me last week. You saw how the picks turned out when we traded down twice.
I would want that. I'm still not against that. If we're going to go back. I want more picks. But we do need weapons first. And we got to get the weapon before a defensive piece, because you can still get a defensive piece within off-season free agents. Just like
if we get a stud defensive tackle, a stud in free agency, okay. Yeah. But if we don't, it's a deep defensive tackle class. We could trade back into the 20s and still get a good one while picking up impact capital. That's how you have to do it.
I'm for that because we also get weapons. Yeah, I'm for that because we also can get more picks, and there's other options out there that we can get when it comes to wide receivers. Because to me, it's an okay class. I know it ain't the best, but it's a lot of guys out there that'll make sense that'll be on this team. And as for a tight end, he ain't got to be the top pick to be a stud. And I'm feeling like Fannin Jr. can be there for us.
Well, that's one of my personal favorites, but that's a second, third round.
When you look at our free agents, it's like we're not going to have a tight end, because if you look here, Conklin's on this list for the Jets free agents, and Kenny Yeboah is on this list.
Well, Conklin's not coming back, I was told. I don't think he's going to.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think I think we're not even going to have a tight end. It's going to be rough, man. We need, and look at these guys. Like, of these guys you see, which ones are we re-signing?
They said something about signing Irvin Charles. I don't know why.
Oh, yeah, no, Irvin Charles and Xavier Newman were put on the what do they call it? I forget what it's called, but it's like they're offering them contracts.
Irvin Charles, I'm gonna say, deserves it because he did great on special teams than any other player on our team, so he can deserve that. And Xavier Newman, I really got a chance. He was only used for when other guys were injured. So it's like, if we're going to keep him, we can use that depth. Tyron Smith, get him the fuck off this team, God. Like, please. He's terrible.
Yeah. He's there's no way we're keeping Tyron Smith.
He's gone. He's gone.
He has to get the hell off this team. I know they're bringing back Morgan Moses for sure.
I hope so. I would have no. I think a healthy Morgan Moses wouldn't be a bad thing.
Mm-hmm. No, he's good.
Our offensive line didn't do bad at all, really.
Well, in the beginning of the season, they were. In the beginning, they got better with Olu.
Look at their grade draft. The grades of how they did. They did pretty solid. We can get better. We can add more pieces.
Well, think about this, Bomber. 2 years ago, we had a good defense. And we had 7 wins with Zach Wilson. 7 wins with Zach. No Devontae. And we had a good defense. We still got 7. The year later, we get Aaron back. We get Devontae after a few games. And we went 3-8 with Devontae. And we couldn't stop a nosebleed in the run game. And you lose, and you only win 5 games. You have to win in the trenches. If you don't win in the trenches, it's over. Season's over, game's over. You got to stop the run, first and foremost. You can't – people are shitting on Quinnen a little bit. Not everybody, but, Quinnen wasn't that good this year. By himself.
Yeah, I'm not against that. You're right.
He needs a running partner to help with the double teams, to get penetration. When the interior guys get penetration, it causes chaos. And that's when the guys off the edge make plays. And it just disrupt – when you have a disruptive presence in the middle, Look what happened in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You got Mahomes running for his life again. I mean, the Tampa Bay Bucks did that to him in the Super Bowl.
And I want to look like that. Want to look like
Tampa Bay beat them.
Yeah.
Here's a trivia. When Patrick
That's
Mahomes
what I
lost
want.
to Brady in the Super Bowl,
I can't lie. That's what I want. I want us
how
to
many
look
yards did Patrick Mahomes run for laterally, side to side, behind the line of scrimmage?
Yeah.
Over 500. Running for his life, behind the line of scrimmage. Every fucking play he was running for his life, and they lost. Tom Brady lost to the Giants because the Giants front four put pressure on him. And
Real quick, I have to address this. Scott says, Bomber, you still have not fixed that smoke detector.
Shut up, Scott.
No, but I'll tell you this, man. That noise would annoy the crap out of me. That I'd be going around my house into every remote control, into everything to find a AA battery to be able to stick it in that thing. If I have to get up to change the channel on the TV, then I have to. But I have to get that beeping out of there. Like that would drive me crazy. My wife has there's a name for it, but she gets it from her father, where they can't stand certain noises. So like a smoke detector like that would drive her crazy. She can't stand when people are using a leaf blower, like any little noise, like she'll notice it before I even notice it. You know, she'll be like, God, they've been blowing their leaves for 2 hours. And I'm like, I didn't even hear it till you mentioned it. You know, it's just the sound of a town. But yeah, you know what, Bomber? Go find a remote. Go find a fucking. Go find an Xbox controller. Go find something that has AA batteries in it and get it in that smoke detector.
Oh man.
DB, send Bombers to AA batteries. That's funny. Oh, DJ's back. I'm back. Who would the Jets get either in the draft or free agency to improve this team's future? That's tough because we have so many things that we need, and I don't think that this draft is going to do it.
Do you guys want this Tim Patrick guy? Because I really don't.
He's not.
I understand it was Detroit, but we're not going to. I don't want them to listen. I like Aaron Glenn, and I said I wanted him as our coach. I just don't want him to do that Aaron Rodgers shit with trying to transfer Detroit Lions into the Detroit Jets type shit. Because, you know, they was calling us the New York Packers with all the Packers pieces, and that didn't work. I don't want every piece
it was far from working.
You know? So, I mean, they probably had a better squad, but I don't know nothing really too much about Tim Patrick. And even from seeing him play,
he's not bad. He's not a bad receiver, but he's like a number 3 guy. He's 31 years old. You can get him for cheap. You know, Muji knows him. Aaron Glenn knows him. I mean, if you want to add him just for familiarity, you know, fine, especially with Engstrand. Yeah. Okay. But you're not relying on him to be like a difference maker.
You're telling me right now, Murdoch, that you wouldn't mind getting you wouldn't mind getting Tim Patrick, right? You're as like a third wide receiver, right? That's
doesn't
what
move the needle. Yes, better than Alan Lazard.
Oh, really? Except Tim Patrick had in 16 games had 394 yards this past season, whereas Alan Lazard in 10 or 12 games had 530 yards.
Chat, boo this man, please.
Sorry, you're not making any sense, Murdoch. You can't sit
He's
here.
Not moving the needle either way.
You can't sit here and say that you'd take Tim Patrick. Oh, he'd be a fine third wide receiver, but then you're ready to get rid of Alan Lazard.
Alan Lazard has
plus yards more than him in half the games.
Alan Lazard has Mets 24-28 Vaseline all over his hands. That guy cannot catch a ball cleanly to save his life.
Except he had 250 more yards than Tim Patrick in like 5 less games.
And he should have had more, but he can't catch the ball.
But my point being is, if you don't want Alan Lazard, you don't want Tim Patrick.
Tim Patrick, he doesn't move the needle either way, is what I'm saying. It's like, whatever. I'd rather just go with Garrett and Corley and draft a kid to put in at the third spot. Get Gibson off this team.
Oh, all of you can go to hell. Clancy says Patrick is a good locker room guy and team guy, unlike Lazard.
Yeah.
See, you guys just know you get out of here. Adirondack Patrick is probably as good as Lazard's bum ass was. I just showed you his stat. Lazard's stats dwarfed Tim Patrick's. If we sign Tim Patrick, we might as well keep Alan Lazard.
You're not signing him to be a number 1 or number 2 guy.
You're not keeping Alan Lazard to be a number 1 or number 2 guy.
Alan Lazard, the guy, didn't he like quit on the team basically? Oh, he had a chest injury. Nobody knew what the fuck it was.
Yeah, and then he came back.
What, he had a cough?
And then he came back, and in the last game, he had
asthma.
He had 71 yards in the last game.
Well, you have a lot more opportunities when you got to worry about Devontae and Garrett. Usually, you're kind of left open. And,
I know we're not going to get them, but who I would like? I would like either the likes of a Stephon Diggs, Hopkins, shit, even DK Metcalf, but we're not getting none of them.
Well, no, because we got to trade for him. And Scott, no, I'm not saying Corley's number 2, but I'm giving him a chance. I need him involved in the offense to see what he could do.
Look, I'm not
whether he's a 2 or a 3, I'm giving him a shot.
Once again, the whole reason that I brought this up is because as soon as you guys brought him up and Murdoch was like, "Oh yeah, we could bring him in as a 3," I'm thinking in my head, he didn't do any better than Alan Lazard. So I looked it up, and he had 300. Hold on, let me just make sure this again. Hold on, son of a bitch. Hold on,
a 3 or a 4, like
394 yards. Like, we're impressed by that in 16 games.
Yeah. Okay, Mike.
He had 3 touchdowns. Lazard had 6. So my point is if you don't want Alan Lazard, don't bring in guys like this. We need to do better than that.
I'm not advocating.
We need to improve. My whole point is that I don't mind getting rid of Alan Lazard. I agree he drops the ball a lot, but if we're getting rid of Alan Lazard, we need to, whatever guy we're replacing him with has to be a little bit better.
In my opinion,
I'm not advocating. Oh my God, we're going to get Tim Patrick. If he's on the team, whatever, 4th, 5th receiver. He doesn't do anything for me either way.
Is it possible we can get Stephon Diggs or no?
He's a free agent, so it's possible. Sure.
No, he's a free agent. He's a free agent.
Off an injury. If he wants money, and he's going to want the ball in our uncertain quarterback situation, which is not going to be a good one, no matter what happens.
Well, that's another problem. Until we figure out our quarterbacks, how do we go and entice a top level wide receiver when all we have to offer them right now is Tyrod Taylor?
We're not a soccer destination at the moment.
They're going to tell us to fuck ourselves. I mean, we could sit there and we could tell Diggs or whoever, "Oh no, but we're going to trade for this guy," or "Oh no, we're going to draft this guy." But until you actually sign that guy or draft that guy, you're telling a guy like Diggs or whatever. I mean, that means shit. That means nothing. So I just don't see how we're bringing anybody in with any real quality. We've kind of shot ourselves in the foot. I mean, we could have played the game where we pretended like we were going to keep Aaron Rodgers and then brought in wide receivers and then got rid of Aaron Rodgers. And we kind of brought, but at this point,
so trick them out like
exactly.
We think we're gonna play with Rodgers, and it's like no,
exactly.
You guys to get here.
Exactly.
That's some fucked up shit, man.
Yeah, it's fucked up. But what are we gonna do now? Like, look where we are.
Yeah,
we have one wide receiver now.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Yeah, we have one wide receiver. Last year we had Garrett Wilson, Devontae Adams. At a point, we had Mike Williams, and we had Alan Lazard. That's not so bad.
The Raiders getting Devontae to agree to a trade and then trading his best friend, Carr, to the Saints. Or releasing him, whatever they did.
Yeah.
That's as bad as that.
Is Rodgers going to the Giants, or is this bullshit I'm hearing?
I don't know. That would be
fucking crazy.
Every rumor that I hear has him going to the Giants, and we know that Metz is a huge fan of Aaron Rodgers, but truthfully, I like, look, what else are they going to do? What are the Giants going to do?
I heard it was on his list to Santa Claus that he was saying, Santa.
Who, Metz?
Yeah, he wanted Rodgers on the Giants.
I know
So-
that they're our little brothers, but I hope they don't do great with him than we did, because I
They
won't
can't.
get him that shit.
There's not enough around him besides neighbors. There's not enough around him to succeed,
Yeah, that's true.
and we probably won't. I don't know. He'd be
I
better off
actually,
going
I
to-
actually agree with Miguel on this one. He says if we're lucky, the soonest the Jets can make the playoffs will be in 2027. It's going to take a couple years to fill these holes. I completely agree. I think we could possibly make the playoffs. Like there's always teams that look like shit. Like look, the Jets looked awesome this year and were shit. Then there's also teams that look like shit on paper, but then like a miracle happens and they make the playoffs. There's a chance that over the next year or two, the Jets could make a play, like maybe sneak into the playoffs. But Miguel
We're
is
going to the playoffs this year. I'm trying to tell y'all. I'm
Come on,
standing on that.
Palmer,
I'm
come on.
standing on that. 12-5, baby.
12-5. 12-5. We don't have a quarterback. We have one wide receiver. We have no run defense. We have no safeties. We have no tight ends. I mean,
Yet.
what are we talking about here?
Midnight. Listen, we have them. We don't have them yet. Aaron
But who-
Glenn will bring all these pieces to life for us. Trust me, we will be fine. Relax. I'm telling you. I'm going to
12
keep preaching this
and
to
5
y'all.
is- That's wild. 12-5
Yeah,
without
I
even
hope-
knowing who's
Look,
on the
Palmer,
team.
I hope you're right.
Listen, I got that feeling, and I had that feeling when I said I wanted him as the coach. It happened. I said I wanted to get rid of Rodgers. We need Mobile. It happened, and it's about to happen with Mobile. I'm telling you, we're gonna be fine. I can feel it.
And what about-
Everything that I've said we needed and wanted for this team is finally fucking happening.
And what about our defense? Look here. Here's our list of free agents on our defense. Here we go. We're gonna it looks like the credits of a movie. Like, are you kidding
Yo,
me?
is Hassan Reddick staying or going?
He's going. There is no way. There is no way Hassan Reddick is on this team next year.
I'm gonna tell you who I want to keep though.
0% chance.
I would like to keep Chaz Surratt. I love him. He's
There's
great.
only 3 people.
Sherwood.
Sherwood for sure.
Yep.
That fucking guy, Jalen Mills, when we signed him,
Right.
he plays violent and extremely hard for the team. That's the kind of guy I want on this team. Keep him. Ashton Davis, he can fucking go. Chuck Clark, I'm not so sure. And Tony Adams is an okay for the new guys, the younger guys that may come in. Ken Law and Futu, how you say his name, Fotu or whatever, they can go. We need more. We can get more. Solomon Thomas, hell no. He's such a nice guy. I don't want him on that defensive line, man. And that comes to what you said, Murdoch. Like, if we need to stop the trenches and put somebody next to Quinnen, I'll take the likes of a Mason Graham or maybe his partner.
Tony Adams, Jalen Mills, Sherwood, everybody on that list can kick rocks outside of those 3. With fucking flip-flops on. See, Solomon Thomas was here instead here because of Salah.
I know.
For the San Francisco days.
He's just a nice guy to me.
It's a wrap. I can't see that. They're probably not bringing him back. I mean, if to fill the roster with some vets for minimum salary, like low salary guys, just to fill out the roster, but they're not going to be priority to bring back for sure.
Aside from Bomber having the munchies that Scott's calling out, DJ comes in. He says Tyrod Taylor took the Bills to the playoffs after 17 years of not making it. He was the bridge QB for Josh Allen. Tyrod Taylor is about 5 years older and like 3 injuries more into his career. Like, come on,
that was then, man. That was so far away.
And once again, I don't think Tyrod's a bad quarterback. I think if Tyrod stays healthy, we can. That's a pretty decent quarterback to have. But the ask of Tyrod Taylor to stay healthy for 17 games is a lot. Like, that's a lot. And he's older.
I don't see that happening. I keep saying about maybe 6 to 7 weeks he'll be injured. He's not gonna last all the way 18 games. They're new, man. It's called Late Night.
Really? What flavor is it?
Loaded taco.
Oh, nice.
These are pretty good, yo.
I'm a Dorito guy. That looks good.
And look, with some spicy nacho dip.
Wow, you're dipping Doritos?
With Doritos dip.
That is crazy. Like usually if I use a dip, it's with either regular potato chip or like a tortilla chip. But I don't dip Doritos. Doritos have so much flavor on them to begin with.
You got to try different ones, man. The different dip they have now. It's pretty good.
It is. That's good. I use salsa or a cheese dip too.
Yeah.
No, I like getting that fake cheese, like the queso dip cheese that you could buy at the supermarket, heating it up, and then I'll knock out an entire jar with like a bag of Tostitos. Forget it. I'll sit there. As a matter of fact, during the USA Canada hockey Four Nations final, I knocked out almost an entire bag of Tostitos with like an entire jar of fake processed cheese.
I do that all the time, but with salsa.
Yeah, it was awesome. Salsa's too healthy. You can't do that, Murdoch. You got to go to the processed cheese.
Nah, I can't, bro. I'd probably gain 5 pounds if I did that. I don't have no way.
I understand. I'll be there in about 20 minutes there, Scott.
Mike, where's your drink, by the way?
Oh, it's right here.
Yeah, I was just trying to remind you earlier on.
People got to remind me earlier. I mean, I'm almost done with it. So like tonight I did pretty good.
What is it? What you drinking?
Just Tito's vodka. Neat. No rocks. No nothing.
Like vodka?
I mean, I drink vodka because I originally was a whiskey guy. So I would drink
That's me. I'm a whiskey guy.
Yeah, so I would drink Tullamore Dew, or I would drink Jameson or Jack Daniels, something like that. Prefer the Irish whiskeys. I do. But then there's a lot more sugars. All alcohol turns into sugar anyway. But the brown liquors have a lot more sugar. So I switched to very dry gin martinis for a while. And then I got tired of making them because you had to shake it, and then you had to take I didn't do olives, so I did a real thin cucumber that I would put in my gin martini, and it gave it a nice fresh taste. But that's so much work that I ended up just drinking gin, just straight gin. Then my wife told me that might not be the best for me because there's an elderberry or there's something in gin that's really not good for you. Now, once again, we're talking about just straight alcohol. So it's all not good for you. But she was telling me that. So then I switched to vodka and now I've just been drinking vodka. Like that's my drink of, I'm a hard liquor guy.
I drink nothing clear, man. Only whiskey. I've learned that's my drink and that's what I like. It really don't matter what kind of whiskey. To me, I think I just like them all. Like, I like.
It's actually good. It's actually good that what is that? It sounded like somebody was coming in, like on like like a radio. No, but my it's actually pretty good. My mother-in-law one day just put she put in cranberry juice in her Jameson whiskey. And it was, and originally I was like, what? That doesn't sound right. You have vodka cranberry. It was really good.
You're not going to beat Jameson and ginger ale.
Oh, there you go.
And I'll throw a cherry in it or a little grenadine. Awesome.
How did you see that, DB?
I'll drink it because I don't like cherries. I'll drink it though.
Can you? How did he see that? Yes. I am drinking a liter of cherry Coke. I absolutely am, 100%.
Now I like flavored cherry stuff, but I don't like cherries, the actual fruit.
I love cherries. I love maraschino cherries, the ones they put in Shirley Temples.
Yeah.
But it's funny because I was we were watching TV the other day and I saw it in the store. They just released. I'm a huge Coca-Cola fan, like regular Coke. But they released a orange cream Coca-Cola. And to me, that just seemed a little weird. The only Coca-Cola that I like aside from the original is cherry Coke.
Me too. That's my favorite, cherry.
Yeah. But like remember they came out with years ago, they came out with like vanilla Coke And
I don't like stuff like that. I don't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I could have a few sips of a vanilla Coke as long as it's cold. It has to be very cold.
Yeah,
I could have a few sips, but I
Also-
couldn't finish a whole can.
I just don't see that as mixed with soda should be like vanilla or chocolate, so like chocolate mixed with Coke or something like that. It just seemed weird. I couldn't drink it like that. I still like Mountain Dew, so I love Mountain Dew.
Yeah,
I drink cherry Coke every day. Well, I don't. I don't recommend that. I've had to cut down on my soda intake huge. So like I now have to drink flavored seltzers, which it's so not the same. But
That I fucking hate. I do not like salsa. I don't care what it is. I just don't like it. I will not drink. I'll drink anything else healthier than that. I don't like salsa.
no, I mean it is what it is. Eventually, you get used to it. But the thing is that on the weekends and things like that, that's when I pull out my Coke or my cherry Coke or something. And the crazy thing is I actually back here. There's a can of New Coke from 1985. They came out with New Coke.
Yeah.
And so I have a can of that. That one's open, but I have an unopened can in a box over there because in the old podcast I did for 10 years, I used to get sent things from companies to like try them and whatever. And when Stranger Things 4 came out, they in the show they had cherry Coke or I'm sorry, they had New Coke because the show takes place in 1985. So Coke brought back New Coke, but the only way you could get it was through this promotion through Stranger Things. And Stranger Things actually sent me a box. It's like one day I'll show it to you. It's over there. It's like a box, and inside they had 2 cans of New Coke, and then they had a glass bottle of regular Coke and a glass bottle of Coke Zero.
I like the bottles. Yeah.
Oh yeah, glass bottles are
awesome.
The
old school ones.
Do you want to know what my theory is? I'm a soda connoisseur. And I only drink soda. I don't like this. I just bought because it was cheap and whatever. But when I drink soda, I want it in especially a Coke. I want it in either a glass bottle or a can. Do you know why I don't like these kind of bottles?
Why?
Because you can reseal them, and when you reseal them, you kind of throw them around. You don't really pay attention, and then they lose all their carbonation. But if you have a glass bottle or a can, you have to be careful with that because you can't put a top on them. So it keeps the carbonation longer.
Think about it. I got the best shot for you. If you guys like Dr. Pepper, it's my
love
favorite.
Dr. Pepper.
My girl loves that shit. She loves it, and I wasn't a fan of it, but it's kind of good, yo. And it's cold. You know they got cherry one too.
Yep, they have cherry Dr. Pepper.
Well, it's
good, man.
Straight Dr. Pepper. Well, if you want a humdog, go bring her like a half a pint of beer, like a Budweiser, just straight up beer.
Yeah.
And then drop a shot glass of amaretto. Drop it into the shot glass and chug it.
Well, I used to do that with Jaeger. It was called the Jaeger bomb.
Yeah, I like those, man. I like
Jaeger. Dr. Pepper. That's what you do. Amaretto, drop the whole glass.
Yeah.
Drop the shot glass in I'd say about a half a beer, like a half a pint glass, or maybe even a little bit less than a half.
Yeah.
Drop it in, chug that motherfucker. You're gonna burp and you're gonna taste Dr. Pepper. Trust me.
You know what's good? AW root beer is good too, man.
I'm actually planning on doing a video on taste testing the main like 3 or 4 root beers.
Sodas.
Yeah.
No, the root beers. You have the main 3 or 4 is A&W, Barks, Mug, and IBC.
I'm standing by A&W, man. I think they're the best.
Well, now those are the main ones. But the best root beer that I've ever had. Have you ever had Virgil's root beer?
No.
It's like a specialty one. Do you remember? You know those bottles that have like that ceramic top with a rubber stopper and there's like metal attached and you pop it and it pops the top off?
No, I didn't see that. I don't think I've seen that one.
Virgil's root beer, if you can ever get it, it's so friggin' good.
Don't ever get a CNC goddamn root beer.
That's like Shasta root beer, isn't it?
A CNC? Oh, hell yeah.
That sounds like it's one of the ones that you buy at like a ShopRite or whatever. That's like a
little corner store,
like Fago.
Scott's right.
Fago
Scott's right.
root beer.
You can lace the top of it with 151 Bacardi rum and light it on fire.
Damn, that shit is so strong, man. I remember drinking that shit. God,
just lace it. Just lace it to light it on fire and then drop it in.
This is going to show my age. When Crystal Pepsi came out, I was like 11 or 12, and here's another thing: they brought back Crystal Pepsi a couple years ago, like 5-6 years ago, and it wasn't the same. And I actually liked it more a couple years ago. When Crystal Pepsi first came out, it had like a weird taste to it. It didn't taste fully like cola, but when they re-brought it out a couple years ago, I couldn't tell the difference between Crystal Pepsi and Pepsi. But I remember the commercials were Van Halen Right Now, the song that goes right now. Hey, it's all tomorrow. Well, whatever. That was the commercial for Crystal Pepsi. So yes, Crystal Pepsi was awesome. But I'm a Coke guy again.
Yo, I had to look that up because I'd never seen it. It was really this clear like that?
Yeah, Crystal Pepsi. It looked like Sprite.
My fucking God, yo. I've never seen this a day in my life.
You know what my favorite random soda of all time is? Like that one that was it's only released. It used to only be released around Halloween, and it was called Mountain Dew Pitch Black. And it was basically if you take it, basically you could still make it yourself. I've made it myself because they don't release it anymore. But it's take Mountain Dew and mix it with grape soda. Boom. Okay. It's so good.
Yo, that sound good. I like stuff
really
like that.
Really good.
Like 2 Mountain Dews for me, that's good. The red one and the one that had the lemonade one, but they don't make that. They don't have it no more. The lemonade kind.
Yeah. Mountain Dew's released a lot of weird sodas because now
all the other stuff I don't like, man.
Well, because Mountain Dew, the Pitch Black, which was released around Halloween, was released for like, I don't know, let's say 5 years. But now Mountain Dew at Halloween releases Mountain Dew Voodoo, which is
that sounds crazy.
Well, it looks like a white soda, so it's not clear. It looks white, and and it's a mystery flavor. Every year, it's a different mystery flavor.
That's a Diddy soda.
Yeah, well, it could be. It could be. Oh hell yeah, Clancy! Stewart's root beer. Stewart's is great root beer too.
Yeah, I've heard of that one. I believe. Yeah.
Stewart's also has a really good orange cream soda and a really good key lime soda.
Yeah, I can't do orange stuff mixed with creamy. Like I
think Mr. Pibbs came out with one too.
Well, do you know Mr. Pibb was originally released as it was called Pepper, and it was originally released by the Coca-Cola company because Dr. Pepper was doing so well that they released it, and then Dr. Pepper sued them because the name was so similar, and they had to change it to Mr. Pibb.
Yeah, it wasn't a fan.
DJ, who won the trivia contest tonight? Murdog did. I was going to say, look at Murdog's crown, but he wasn't wearing it.
Put on a
this is sport time.
No, DB, I actually like RC Cola. I don't have a problem with RC Cola. There's worse colas than RC Cola.
RC Cola.
Hell no.
Nah.
Hell no. It's like fake Pepsi, fake cola, all of that. It's like a fake. It's just so fake. I can't.
No, it's definitely like a bootleg version of Pepsi.
Yeah,
like once again, man. if you people, a lot of people don't know, Coke, Pepsi, whatever. If you take a Coke and you take a Pepsi, they are completely different tastes. But you have to have them back to back. New Coke was tastes like Pepsi. New Coke was Coke trying to. Coca-Cola has more carbonation than Pepsi, and Pepsi is sweeter. So. Yeah. There you go, Shasta Cola. Thank you, Ricardo. Shasta's worse than RC Cola.
Shasta.
I remember that.
That sounds crazy.
On for a long time.
Miguel says RC Cola is the fat chick of colas.
That's like the no frills. Like the cheapest soda you can get, RC Cola.
RC Cola.
I'd rather get store brand soda than RC Cola.
No, RC gets a bad name. RC is not that bad.
I've had it. It was so bad. It was
it's
so
not that bad. You're crazy.
Brand new. Tasted flat right out of it as soon as you popped it.
Yeah.
All right.
Clancy and Scott were talking about dudes chugging bottles of Everclear. That's like instant death.
Yo, I remember drinking that, man. Oh God.
I'm not a big fan of Everclear.
Yeah.
Not because of how strong of a like I don't mind the getting drunk part, but when you drink it, it's like it literally like dries and burns your mouth at the same time, and then it numbs you. I don't know. It just something
you
about
feel like Jackie Chan when he drunk the gasoline in Drunken Master. If you drink that, that right there is strong as shit.
Clancy, I don't know what you're referring to in that long one, but it is what it is. All right, guys, we are well past 11:15, Mike. So unless you guys are coming in and dropping some super chats and whatnot, Midnight Mike has got to get going because I worked a 12-hour shift today. So I'm pretty beat up. Ricardo comes in. By the way, welcome, Ricardo. We're big fans of people from other teams coming in and talking shit to us because we deserve it.
We got at least 3 Buffalo Bills fans in here.
I'm gonna be nice, but I hate y'all team. Ricardo.
Oh yeah, we got DJ. We got Chris. Who else is the Bills fan? DJ and Chris. I know those two.
Yep. And there's
another one. I could be wrong.
There is another one.
But welcome, Ricardo. You're at least number 3 or 4, or at least number 3.
Fat chicks need love too. Come on, guys. We all messed with a fat chick once in our lives. I'm going to be honest. And this isn't
fat.
Yeah, exactly. Give us a height and a weight. But
how fat she got to be? She was, man.
But white guy fat and brother fat.
Yeah,
my idea of fat is way different than fucking Brother Bombers for sure.
Like if she can't breathe fat, then no.
What do you mean by that? Like she has to get up to like change the channel and she's already huffing and puffing?
He's talking about Cankles fat.
No, that's like you need a crane to get her out of the house.
She got a cane with her, yeah.
You have to cut the side of the house off to get her out.
Oh man.
You ever see that? You ever see that show like My 600-Pound Life or something like that?
Yeah, when they keep eating in the bed and there's a whole bunch of food and shit.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, they order like 7-8 boxes of pizza and that's just breakfast. And he's still hungry.
They get like
that's super fat.
What is it? They get these like lesions and sores.
Yeah.
That's the couch, the fabric on the couch starts like grafting onto their skin.
You seen that movie, The Whale?
I haven't yet. I haven't.
Yo, after watching that movie, I kind of have respect for bigger people. It kind of was a depressing movie, man. And it was good. It was really good. It was on Netflix, but it was really, really good. Yo, if you get a chance, check that out. I liked that, and the storytelling of it was a great storytelling of how he, his lifestyle. But he just, some people big like that and they can't help it. And they just need to eat and eat and eat. Like, and it was just crazy. Like,
they can't help it. They just need assistance because they lack willpower.
He had assistance and he still wanted to eat like that. Like, it was just crazy. Right?
Clancy, I've never rolled around with a hog ever.
I'll say this. I was starting to say it earlier. I'm not saying it's because I went out and I like slept with a bunch of hot chicks. But I don't think I've ever had sex with what people would consider a fat girl. And it's only because I'm the kind of guy who I literally, from the time I was like 16, 17, I was with my first girlfriend for 4 years. Then I was with my second girlfriend for 4 years. Then I was with my next girlfriend for like 6 months, 7 months. Then I met my wife and I've been with her for almost 20 years.
Yeah, so I've never had a Rikishi type chick.
Yeah, my number Kishi. My number is very small, so it's not like I had a bunch of people to, I got a fat girl, I got a skinny girl, I got a tall girl, they all kind of were the same size.
Yeah, I can't do that. Like
not no big
girl. I blame you brothers. You brothers fucked it all up. I'm telling you right now. You made fat girls think that being fat was hot and sexy, so now they like wear the tight clothes and spandex. I mean, they really test the limit on them spandex.
Listen,
they don't watch it because of brothers. The brothers are like, yeah, girl, you thick. So
listen, listen.
And the next thing you know, they end up with fucking type 2 diabetes.
Listen, there's a difference between, you know, big and beautiful, and there are some big and beautiful women out there compared to obese and just nasty wrestlers looking women. Like, come on, you gotta know your limit when to wear certain shit, baby girl. And it's like you can't walk out the house looking like Andre the Giant with the shit you wearing. So it's like, come on, man. Like, and that ain't on us.
No, but I don't blame the black men on that one, because how many decades ago was Chris Rock making fun of the fat women and talking about putting their shoes on and it looks like wrapped sausage, and they're like, I am sexy.
The fucking brothers made the fat chick look like it was cool to be. Oh, I'm thick. You ain't thick. You can't even fit through the door frame.
If she look like Rasputia, yeah, you crazy. Like,
that's because the brothers made it cool. Like, they were like, oh, we can still get a brother, you know. So you guys fucked it up for the rest of mankind. Good job.
What does this mean? Ginger Snap. Who's Ginger Snap? Puts me on timeout today because he's always late, and I called. Oh, Jake late Asman.
Jake late Asman.
Ginger Snap.
That's Ginger a guy. I mean, that's a clever name for him.
Jake has red hair, right?
Oh yeah. Well, what's left of it? He's losing it. Yes. Holy crap! Remember when Lizzo looked like Viscera? She totally did.
And look, she lost that weight now, and men are after her now. Yeah. See, I wouldn't be going after her. She's not my type of woman. You know, that's not my type of face.
She got a pretty face.
She's okay. She's pretty, but that's just not my type, man. Like, I never would go for.
These guys in the comments are getting nasty. I'm not even gonna repeat that. That's a misogynist comment, Scott Foster.
Oh my god,
that's so funny. How many years since the New Jersey Jets have been in the playoffs? That doesn't even offend me. I'm from Jersey. I have no problem with them being the New Jersey Jets. And not only that, I just want to point something out to you. I did a little math and I did a little checking. The Jets MetLife Stadium in New Jersey is closer to Manhattan than Orchard Park is to Buffalo. Just saying.
Yeah. I have the pleasure to be at MetLife for like 2 times, I'm gonna say. I enjoyed myself. That damn games there is just so crazy. Super Bowl. Say it again, Miguel.
Yep, he's right.
Say it again, man. Tell them again.
Oh, you guys
listen, they get all these goddamn great players and coaches and quarterbacks and all this shit, and they look good every year, look like they're about to go, but can't do it. You can't do it.
No, and that's why this past season, when there was a bunch of Jets fans on this fucking channel, and I believe including Murdoch, who were all like, "Oh no, I want the Bills to beat the Chiefs." Fuck that.
Yeah, fuck anybody
the Chiefs. The Chiefs can win 1,000 Super Bowls as long as the Bills don't win one.
Exactly. I was against it, Murdoch, because I fucking hate the Bills.
Yep.
I don't like the Bills. I don't like the Chiefs either, but I know you didn't want the Chiefs to win it. I just didn't want the Bills going. It irks me to just see them there. I didn't want them to be there at all. Like, I'm glad.
Ricardo, it doesn't matter. We still can go look at that. We can still go and look at that trophy.
Michael Lando was alive. Scott Foster was alive.
Yeah, Scott Foster was alive.
Yeah.
Yes, and the only Super Bowl they've been in how many years ago? It doesn't matter. Once again, I've said this before on the show. I would rather have that one Super Bowl trophy than have all the lost Super Bowls that you guys have had.
4 losses.
Just for him saying that, when I'm done with this, I'm gonna go on YouTube and look at the Jets Super Bowl game that they beat against the Colts. Hey, can you do that with your team? Because we're on YouTube, we can watch our team win the Super Bowl from back in the day.
Hold on. I'll also show them something.
Can the Bills do that? Can a Bills fan pull up an old Super Bowl game that they won?
Hold on. I got something nice and special. I got something nice and special for these guys. Hold on. There we go.
Carlo called him retardo. And he was alive too. Come on. I just called him retardo again. Ricardo, come on.
I got something really special for all the Bills fans. Here's something you'll never have.
Ooh, look at that ring, boy.
Oh, look, a Super Bowl world champions.
Damn, man, that's a beautiful ass ring, man.
And I got a
Like
crowd.
literally, like
I
literally.
mean, it's something that they will never understand.
Yo, is the outline of the football of it green right there? Well, that's black.
No, there is green in the ring, but this is
Yeah.
there are better pictures of it. But I just wanted to get this one because it's nice and big. And
Yeah.
yep, there it is. So
I'm curious. It's each year different rings, right? Like they shape differently and all that. Like they
yeah, well, I mean that
customize it
ring,
differently?
that's actually a very simple Super Bowl ring compared to like what you're seeing now, where they're like as big as like a $50.
Oh my god! Just to see us hold that shit up and floss it.
Oh, here are we about to do this? Scott Foster comes in with 199. He gets the Jets chant.
And it has begun.
Jets. Keep it rolling, Mike. Scott, it's going to be hard. And I appreciate it, but I worked a 12-hour shift today. Like this is killing me. But I appreciate it 100%.
Yeah. I'm going to go live. I'll go live when you're done. And we'll
yes, let the hate. What hate? What hate?
I'll join. I'll come slide through.
We have a Super Bowl ring.
Ricardo, I don't hate the Bills. These guys do, but I don't hate them.
Fucking hate them.
Scott,
I hate them, man.
The answer
I
to
hate
this,
them.
the answer to this, Scott,
Right.
a channel member says, anyone okay? Mike, what if you had to choose between the Bills and the Dolphins? My answer will always be, I hate the Dolphins the most. And my aunt was a Buffalo Bills cheerleader during the Super Bowl era, the 4 Super Bowl era. So I hate the Bills way less than I hate the Dolphins.
Listen, and for everybody who knows me, know this very well. There are 32 teams in the NFL. Bomber hates the Bills the most out of every fucking team. Know that, learn that, because I fucking can't stand them. I hate the Bills with a passion, bro. Like, I hate them. I can't stand them. They irks my soul.
Bomber, how old are you?
I'm 37.
So were you old enough to see all the Marino thing? How could you see? My point is how could you hate the Bills the most? Because during the 80s, like I immediately grew up hating the Dolphins because
no, I didn't hate them when I was younger coming up. I hated them around the time when I'm gonna say our Fitzpatrick days, because that time we supposed to go to the fucking playoffs and they took that from us. It's been on ever since. And then when they did the shit with Rodgers coming, it just added more and more to it. Like it just irked me. I'm gonna say from 2010 is when the Bills era of me starting to hate them the most out of everybody. Now, Dan Marino, he was a good. I know Ricky Williams and all of them when they got their players and all that shit. But it just never really was like somebody I hated like that. Even the Patriots, and when they had Brady, because Brady's my favorite quarterback, and we couldn't beat him for shit. But it's just something about the Bills, man. It's like they give them every fucking thing, bro. Like everything they just give them, the pieces, quarterbacks, the coaches. Like I just can't stand them motherfuckers, man. I can't.
See, I had a problem because I grew up, in the 80s and I watched Marino. So that was my first hatred. And then my second hatred goes to the Patriots because we had to deal with all that bullshit with Belichick and Brady and all those Super Bowls. The Bills have never done shit. So it's hard for me to hate them that much. And I like that DB is jumping in on the side of Jets fans and jumping in on Ricardo. Guys, look, and I see you guys all still wanting to start actual physical fights here in the comments section. Nobody's physically fighting. Like, let's be honest here. And even if we were, even if we were, we're talking about like real tough people from Jersey and New York City. And then you're talking about like hick farmers up in Buffalo. Like, I mean, granted, they can come at us with like a pitchfork or like a backhoe, try to run us over or something like that.
Fucking Amish people.
Yeah, they're close. They're the closest that there is.
Yeah, when I first fell in love,
they're New Yorkers. I hate the Patriots and hate the Dolphins.
I first fell in love with this team, man. I was 7. I ain't know nothing about football yet, right? So I'm sitting there in my aunt's house watching football, and I chose the Jets. You see that symbol you wearing on your hat? It was the reason why I chose them. Guess who was the quarterback at that time? And I had his fucking toy ever since when I was young.
Boomer?
Ken O'Brien.
Oh, okay, because 7.
I will kill you if you touch my Ken O'Brien toy. If you Google right now the Ken O'Brien toy, he's on a little green thing.
Yep.
And he's standing. I had that toy.
I still have that toy somewhere. I don't know where
You
it
still
is.
have it? Oh my God.
I moved into this house 6 years ago. We have a 2-car garage, and I have boxes and boxes of my shit out in the garage that my wife won't let me bring into the house. But I have 2 of these to show you.
Oh my God, yo, those are my fucking toys.
I used to have those.
Yeah.
That's Mark Gastineau.
I used to have
them. You see him on the green thing right there? Yeah. I had him like that, yo. I swear.
The starting line of figures. Real quick, Miguel Padilla comes in. We get a Jets chant. Jets. With $2 says the Bills go to the Super Bowl for nothing. Absolutely. They go to Super Bowls, but they don't do anything.
The Rusty Spooner came in with a chat. That shit was funny. He called them the Buffalis or whatever. Miserables. That's great. Miserables. That's great.
Miserables is the funniest shit.
Listen, don't mess with people from Buffalo. They have things like snow.
Yeah, it's crazy up there with the snow. Oh,
I can't believe they're building a new stadium. There's no
I can't think of anything else.
I would hate to get caught up there in some snow, man. Like,
how do you not put a retractable roof in Buffalo? I understand you want the cold weather and maybe snow during the game, but when you have playoff games getting postponed because you're giving people $20 an hour to shovel snow for you out of your stadium, that's a shit show.
They also have great buffalo wings up there too.
They have good buffalo wings everywhere. DJ, one of our Buffalo Bills fans, how many years has it been since the Jets made the playoffs? It doesn't matter. That's what people who don't have Super Bowls say.
You can say playoffs all you want, but how many rings do you guys got? Because
that's the excuse. Look, we love DJ too, but that's the excuse that people who don't have a Super Bowl ring say. The chances of the Jets getting to the bowl in the near future is 0. True, I'm not gonna argue that. The Bills numerous. Oh yeah, you guys have numerous chances to get to it, and you'll probably make numerous Super Bowls. You won't win them, but you'll get to numerous. That's what you guys. That's like my dad. My dad's been married like 4 times. Okay, he has 7 children. Okay, my youngest brother is 2 years old. Okay, I'm 44. So my dad, it's like how my dad loves divorce, marriage, and children. The Buffalo Bills love losing Super Bowls. It's just that's what they like to do.
And they also haven't been to one in like 31 years.
So true, but it is what it is.
You can win all the division titles you want, but they didn't even get back to the Super Bowl in 31 years. Obviously, they didn't win one. But
I wonder, does he think they're going this year? Because I know they thought that last year.
Yeah, they think it every year. I mean, are you going this year? You got a shot, but
even if you get DK Metcalf, because I'm hearing something about he'll be a great fit there. You can get all the wide receivers you want, but are you going to go somewhere? Are you going to do anything? I think not.
Scott gets the Jets chant. Jets. Watch out for Country Strong. Now that's true. That's true. All those guys up in Buffalo who are tending to their, like, I don't know, radish farms or whatever they grow up there. You got to be tough and to be waking up at like 4 a.m. and like tilling the fields and all that stuff. So I get it. No, Buffalo guys are probably pretty tough. Unfortunately, most people in New York and New Jersey are packing heat, so we don't need muscles.
Yeah, there's no damn horses out there.
Yeah, Kelly versus Marino was good. I mean, not as good as O'Brien versus Marino, but still good.
Yeah,
still good. Buffalo are lovable losers to the rest of the world. Always the bridesmaid, never the bride. Yeah, that is perfect. Clancy hit the nail on the head on that one.
I agree.
And I agree with you, Ricardo. Can't argue there.
It was. The plan wasn't bad for a couple of years.
Ricardo, are y'all going to the Super Bowl this year?
They ain't going to no Super Bowl. Scott, you guys are kicking ass tonight. He gets another Jets chance. Jets. I will put on my overalls and become a menace. Oh yeah,
Scott Russell's bears in the woods. If you guys don't know that,
Scott's badass. He's like Grizzly Adams, man.
yeah, Scott's down
You're on
there
your own with that one,
down in
Scott.
his backyard, and he's like a lumberjack out there.
You're on your own with that shit. I ain't fucking around. And bears can run.
Yeah, but Scott's got them as like family members. Like they don't attack them.
Yeah.
They don't know Scott.
Oh yeah, DJ was who I was talking to the other day. The games are postponed because of the roads are covered, and there is a driving ban. Driving ban. A bunch of pussies.
No, I saw them shoveling the shit out, and they had like fans giving them like $20 to shovel snow in the stand.
No, they're talking about the actual roads. Like if there's they have driving bans up in Buffalo because I don't know. Hey, my sister-in-law knows your aunt. Yes, she does. They were both Buffalo Jill's cheerleaders. Absolutely. That's why I have a soft spot for the Bills. I'll be honest. It's like, and my aunt got the cheerleaders get little tiny Super Bowl rings that fit girls' hands. Now they didn't get those because the Bills never won a Super Bowl, but she got AFC championship rings.
They never won a Super Bowl.
Scott Foster says Rodgers, someone else with more championships than the Bills. Think about this. Trent Dilfer has more Super Bowls than the Buffalo Bills as a franchise.
So does Brad Johnson.
So does Brad Johnson. There you go.
Yeah. So did Nick Foles.
Well, to be fair, Nick Foles kicked ass that season and that playoffs. Like he really did. I mean, he
when he was with the Eagles. You talking when he was with the Eagles? Yeah. Oh yeah.
Who else won? Trying to think of some shitty quarterbacks that would have won one.
We already talked about this.
Jacoby Brissett, but that was because of Brady.
DJ, the year was 1969, okay? And then when you can give me the last year that the Bills won a Super Bowl, we'll talk about it.
Wow, DJ. Sucks to not have a ring, doesn't it? Can y'all go in y'all stadium and see the trophy? Because we could.
Well, yeah, do you remember a couple of years? It wasn't this past season, but I think it was the season before that in the Bills practice facility, they put a picture of the Super Bowl trophy up. Like it was part of like their decoration. So it said like,
oh, that's terrible.
And there was a Super Bowl. Yeah, there was a Super Bowl trophy. And then the Bills just got trolled relentlessly because they were like, we understand you're doing it for motivation, but most teams who display a Super Bowl trophy actually have won a Super Bowl.
Oh my God, that's terrible. That's terrible than us walking into the stadium with the boombox. Oh my God.
Yeah, Rusty's talking about the OJ curse. I'm worried about the fucking Joe Namath curse.
Yeah, well, I didn't even know there was an OJ curse.
Man,
did he allegedly kill his wife like the year after the bill? Like, what year did OJ allegedly kill his wife?
94.
And when was the last year?
Did he really do it in that?
93.
Documentary on that.
He
did that shit.
The Bills, the last Super Bowl the Bills lost was 93. And they never went back after OJ did what he did.
Bills
he killed it because she said the Bills ain't going to the Super Bowl.
The last time the Bills played in the Super Bowl was 1994, and that would have been January. Okay. Right. Then I'll put in when
the 93
did
season.
OJ allegedly kill
94.
Damn.
95. Oh, wait. Simpson's death has renewed conversations about his famous 1995 trial.
The chase was in 94.
What was his wife's name? Oh, Nicole Brown Simpson. Nicole Brown
Simpson. She was making fun of the Bills not winning the Super Bowl, so that's why he killed her.
Maybe she was trolling him. Holy shit, that makes sense. So the Bills' last appearance in the Super Bowl was January 94, and then she was killed on June 12th, 1994.
Chill, yo. Chill.
Never been back. That is insane. I had no idea. That's funny.
God, yo.
I see you,
Go to
AFG.
hell, yo. I swear.
The difference is that OJ's dead, so the curse should be lifted. Like our whole Namath curse is supposed to be lifted once Namath dies, right?
He killed them because they ain't going to the Super Bowl. Oh shit, man.
Ricardo, after looking at these dates, I may disagree with you.
Oh man.
Look how desperate they're getting. How many AFC championship rings does the Jets have? Like, who the fuck cares? Like an AFC championship ring?
We have one, man.
All right, hold up.
Second place is the first loser.
Who's been the more AFC championships recently? I know the Jets went to 2 in a row. Buffalo went to like what, 1?
Yeah.
Well, in the last 25 or so years, the Jets have been to 3 AFC championship games.
98?
And the Bills have been to 1.
98, was it 2008 and 2009 or 2009, 2010?
9 and 10.
Yeah,
9 and 10. Okay, and 1998.
And we played
I'm
the
not
Colts.
going to sit here and sink to that. I'm not going to brag about that shit.
Right, but if he's talking about AFC championship,
the only ring, there's one ring that matters.
Yeah, we don't need to talk to guys who don't have rings. So
we're part of a special club.
Yeah, get a ring, man.
I mean, we count how many chicks we take home, not how many we finger blasted. You know what I mean?
Oh, here's a good one. We could do we should do top 5 AFC East Super Bowl victories. We could let the Bills fans start first. We could let them start the list first.
Damn, that's cold, bro. That is cold-blooded.
Bills have 4 participation trophies.
The Bills want the DEI hires for the Super Bowl.
And then the thing that is said literally every year after every year after every year. We'll talk next year when the Bills win the championship.
Oh my God, you're not winning anything, man. Do you get that through your head?
The NFL felt so bad for the Bills that they gifted Josh Allen an MVP when he clearly didn't have the stats of the MVP. Okay, Lamar Jackson was the MVP, period.
The only way the Bills are going to win a Super Bowl is if you play with them on Madden.
There you go. Well, that's what Bills fans have to do. The participation trophy sounds like what Ricardo should get for being the pivot man in the Bills' annual circle jerk. Yuck it up, fellas. We'll be bathing in Jets tears in 2025 like we always do. Why did you win wait, did they win a Super Bowl last year? Am I missing something? Because why would you what makes you think you're any better than us by winning like a division? Like who the fuck cares?
Exactly. It's about winning it all.
No, and I'll be happy to win the division when we eventually win it. Like I'll be happy, but I'm not going to go to another team and be like, "Hey, motherfucker, we're the AFC East champions," and then they're going to be like, "Well, did you win the Super Bowl?" No. Yeah. I don't know, Scott. I don't know what happened to them. We lost all our Dolphins fans. We used to have 3 or 4 in here.
It has said a lot about us to be on top of the division than it will be for the Bills, because it's like, damn, all right, the Jets are finally overcoming what they couldn't do. Now they're the top dogs. They might do it and win a Super Bowl. It's like the Bills, y'all go every year. They're expecting y'all to win something, but you just never show up. You're terrible, man.
Who said there was an OJ curse? The Bills lost to KC in the AFC Championship game twice in the past 5 years. Doesn't that kind of solidify that the OJ curse is still strong?
And y'all are terrible. You can't get past Patty, just like Lamar.
I like this. Yeah. Jets tears are the tears of pure joy watching Buffalo not win again.
Exactly.
The reason I like that is because I've said this before on the show, and I know other Bills fans have heard me say this. But it's like, you know how every like April you're excited because Easter and the Easter Bunny comes, and then every Halloween you're excited because you get spooky season, and then every December you're excited because Santa comes. Well, every January you get excited because you get that time, that day, that Sunday where you get to watch Josh Allen on the sideline hanging his head in complete misery because he lost another playoff game. It comes just like the sun comes up in the east and sets in the west. Josh Allen comes in January, and before the end of the month, he looks all sad and pathetic, and you don't see him again.
Yeah.
No, Ricardo, seriously, I don't know who fired shots at you first, but this is what we do on this channel. You'll never get banned. You'll never get blocked. Obviously, if you drop if you drop the F slur for the gays, if you're dropping N bombs, if you're dropping things like that, then I have to have my moderators remove it because my channel could get in trouble. But you could call us assholes, jerk offs, pieces of shit, whatever you want to call us. And we love you so much that we've brought in Brody the High Dog. Brody, how you doing tonight?
He feels the same way. He says the Bills shit their ass, man. They're high as him if they think they're gonna win the Super Bowl.
How you guys look at that dog and tell me he's not high as fuck?
Well, he doesn't look as high as he did last time.
Right there.
He still looks pretty high. But
He's
last time
up to the camera and solo camera him like that dog is high as fuck.
Hold on. How do I do this? I hate how this works.
Solo layout.
He's sleepy, man.
Sleepy my ass. That dog is 3 sheets to the wind.
I'm talking about the Bills is making him tired.
Look at that dog. That is an adorable high on life dog.
Yeah. Are the Bills winning the Super Bowl this year, Birdie? Yeah, he said nah.
I think that's a no.
Just pass the blunt. Don't go nowhere.
Said no Bills. No Bills win nothing. He kind of looks like Samuel L. Jackson, I told her.
Motherfucker. Yeah, Ricardo, man, we're just busting balls, like Clancy said. Don't worry, we're just fucking around.
Don't take it to the heart, man.
Now, if you were a Patriots fan, it'd be a different story.
Yeah, well, you're on the right team for me to not like you.
Everyone's loving the dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone loves a chill dog. Just sits there high as a kite. I'm telling you, even if you're not smoking right now, Bomber, it's in its fur. That dog has been around so much weed smoke. It's in his fur and skin, probably.
You know what's crazy though? To be honest, one day I had weed in my grinder, and my girl's brother came over. We was talking. He kicked it over, but I ain't think nothing of it. I thought maybe he hit like the cup or something. This guy, I was cooking in the kitchen, cooking something. He's under the bed. He ate the weed out the grinder. She thought he was having a stroke and couldn't figure out what was wrong with him. He looked terrible. We had to take him to the hospital, man. And the doctor said it was a lot of in his system. So he was like, did he get exposed or something? And I'm like, nah, what could possibly, he wasn't around no smoke. We got back to the house, whatever, and she was cleaning under the bed. She's like, it was weed in your grinder that you had. I'm like, he ate my weed. I'm like, oh my God, that's why he was looking like that. I didn't know that he had the weed. He ate all of the weed out of my grinder.
Can you get that fucked up from just eating weed? I thought you had to.
Yes, it's worse than smoking because you're digested.
Because you have to break down. You have to cook the crystals and break them down into to make can of butter or cookies.
Yeah. That dog's just in the air right now.
When you digest, he does this. When you digest weed and eat it, you're 10 times higher than just smoking it. So edibles and stuff like that, when it's in stuff, and you depending on how much you eat.
Edibles never affect me as much as just smoking.
But you got to eat enough. You got to eat some strong edibles. You probably didn't eat a strong amount of edible.
I don't know. I mean, like I said, I've had to slow it down because it affects me different now. Whereas in my 20s and early 30s, please, it was all day, every day. I used to tell people, you don't know me not stoned. If you've seen me in my 20s and 30s, I was out of it, but no one knew because I handled myself real well. Now, if I take a hit or whatever, I could be really one hit, and I could just, if I do it at the wrong time, or I haven't eaten or whatever, I'll be like, I used to be able to smoke before shows. I can't do that anymore.
Oh man, yeah.
Scott Foster coming in, and it looks like we're going to be hitting the Jets chant because it is midnight here on the East Coast, and Midnight Mike once again 3 times in the past less than a month has gone past midnight, just destroying DB and Murdog's 10:30 Mike, 11:15 Mike. No, it's Midnight Mike. I've proven myself. I think I'm good.
Shortly after dinner time, Mike, too.
He says, I dare Tom Brady to show up here. Tom Brady would never have the balls to show up here. Although I will say this again, when Tom Brady went to the Bucks and won the Super Bowl, I was rooting for him. And I'll tell you, and then that was the day I realized that I don't hate the player, I hate the uniform.
Yeah.
Because I wanted Tom Brady to win to screw the Patriots and Bill Belichick.
We gave birth to Tom Brady. Y'all remember that shit?
Yes, we did.
Lewis with that damn hit on Drew Bledsoe, and he never
You're
looked
welcome,
back.
New England.
Yeah, I saw Clancy's comment about Blazing. Clancy should have your dog, Brody. Anyone should have the dog. It should be Clancy's dog. Clancy is a professional weed smoker.
I used to be. I had to retire.
I was down there in Jacksonville with him.
Oh man.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we've hit midnight. I gotta go. I worked fucking 12 hours today, people. I keep saying that. Nobody seems to understand. I'm friggin' tired.
You're an old
Former
man.
iron worker. We were always stoned up on the high steel. That doesn't sound good.
That's crazy.
Yeah, no thanks.
Dude, I was a fireman, and I'd be up there on that ladder. Man, there was one time in particular I thought that thing was tipping over. The swaying back and forth when it's fully extended.
Yeah,
I can imagine being as high as you guys were up there with the wind. Crazy.
Yeah.
All right,
I'll jump out of the plane, but I'm not a heights guy.
Murdoch, are you going live after this?
Yeah. It's 12:01. I'll set it up and then I'll go take a piss and just eat something real quick. So I don't know, maybe 12:10, 12:15.
Okay. Well, hey, everybody, make sure that as we're winding down this show, I ask a few things of you. I will repeat this as there's late people in here. My channel got a not an actual strike, but there's a strike before you get your 3 strikes that can be taken away as long as you don't fuck up within 60 to 90 days. And it kind of shadow bans your channel. And that's what I've been going through the past couple of weeks. So for the next 60 to 90 days, I really need you guys to hit that thumbs up button. Just let more people know that we are live and whatnot. I realize my numbers are going to be shit over the next 60 to 90 days. It's going to happen, but eventually that warning strike will get taken away and everything will hopefully return back to normal. And more people will be able to see me in their algorithm and whatnot. So I ask on your way out, make sure to hit that thumbs up button. It really does help out. And then eventually when I get off of here, move over to the _Jet stream with Murdoch. He's going to be going late night New York Jets talk. And I'm talking really late night Jets talk. So it's like, I'm like David Letterman or Conan or who was Jay Leno. And then this guy over here is like, God, the late show with fucking.
No, we'll just fuck around and do some drafts. I mean, we talked
about. I'm fly over there. I'm gonna fly in. Listen, I'm Batman. So to be honest, I stay up later than all of you guys, but
not me.
Trust me. Trust me. I stay up later than all of you.
But yeah, I'll post the link. I think DB posted too. I don't know if that's clickable. Yeah, so head over to the Jet stream, make sure to like and subscribe. And if you guys want to do mock drafts, come hang out. We'll do a bunch. And the Buffalo Bills fans, you guys want to come in and do like a dual draft where you call in, draft for the Bills, we'll draft for the Jets. Just play around with it because, it's before free agency. And so we're still at the point of playing around and just looking at possibilities that could be.
All right.
When Mike ends the show, click on the link. But definitely like and subscribe for sure. I could use all the help I can get.
Hit the like button, please.
All right. Well, Bomber and Brody, We'll see you guys hopefully Tuesday night, maybe Saturday night. Hopefully we'll see you soon. Again, don't be a stranger. Call in whenever you want.
Okay, definitely, bro. Appreciate you for having me.
Have a good one. And Murdog, thank you
Yes,
very much. He's heading over to _Jet stream. So
Yep.
follow him over there and give him a subscribe. Give me a subscribe if you're new. I'd appreciate that. But the thumbs up really help. And Murdog, have a great night, and I'll see you on Tuesday night, but I'll probably talk to you in the interim.
Just one thing. Acknowledge me.
Look, you just got a subscriber. Hopefully Ricardo's
Yeah,
subscribed
Ricardo.
over here
Thanks,
too.
brother.
Hell yeah,
I'm almost
Ricardo.
at
Once
500.
again, Ricardo, you're welcome anytime.
Yeah, man.
Anytime.
We bust balls. Don't worry. It's all in good fun.
DB says I'll be in the chat making terrible suggestions.
Yeah, it would be good to have the Buffalo Bills fans call in and do the draft, and the chat does the draft. I let everybody make the decisions what they want to see. It'd be nice if people call in so we could do it quickly rather than waiting to read the chat, just to get everyone's in there and just fuck around with it and see what happens. Just bullshit, have a good time, hang out for a little bit.
Oh,
but when I said acknowledge me, I mean acknowledge that I'm the fucking undisputed champ, trivia champ. He can't hear me, can he? He's got his headset off. I'm the trivia champ. Just wanted to acknowledge that. Dude, you need a haircut. I don't know what to say about this. Is that your S&M outfit for the wife after the stream?
No, I am a pumpkin. I've got to go to bed. It's too much here, Murdog. It's just too much. It's past midnight. I've turned into the pumpkin.
Okay. I just said acknowledge the trivia champ. That's all.
You are the trivia champ. I will give you that.
Acknowledge me. That's it. Chat, I'll see you in a little bit. Maybe about 10 minutes or 12:20. Because I have to set it up and stuff and put it out there. But yep, that over there. Mike, be good. See you Tuesday. Chat, I'll see you hopefully in a few minutes. So
Damn it.
Minutes. All right, I need a fucking haircut, dude.
I need a haircut so fucking bad.
You do. That's bad. Luckily, I don't have that problem anymore. I'll just shave it.
Dude, it is so long. It's like when it's wet, it comes down to here.
Craig Rollo. What the fuck? I read by Lewis and the Jews. That was the answer to the music question earlier.
Oh, this is so upsetting. So this is
Miquelito.
This is a Halloween. This is a Halloween 3 mask.
Okay.
Okay. And I've had it for so long, and unless you treat masks, they start to crack and fall apart. And when I just put that on, it definitely cracked in spots. Like these are expensive masks, like the one behind me, the Michael Myers one. These type of masks run anywhere from $50 to $100. And this Halloween 3 pumpkin mask is really starting to crack and whatnot, and that's a bummer. It is what it is, though. It is what it is. All right, Murdog, head over to the Jet stream. Everybody, head over there if you want to do some late night drafting and chatting and all that stuff with Murdog. Have a good night, Murdog. And I'll talk to you soon, and we'll see everybody on Tuesday night, right?
All right, rip the icon. See you later, Ray.
Have a good one. All right. It is time to call it a night here on the Midnite. Haha, made it. Midnight Mike Show. I appreciate all you guys coming in, everybody who super chatted and did all that stuff. Like, that's awesome. And honestly, you guys, I had a good night. There's very little to talk about at this point of the year with the New York Jets. And that's well known. Everyone gets it. It is what it is. But I think we make a pretty good variety show out of it between, talking about the Jets at the start of the show, going to Midnight Mike Show trivia, heading to the intermission report, doing Mike and Maddie's top 5, then coming in, taking your calls and shooting the shit. You never know where this show is going to go. And I think we actually kept it pretty appropriate tonight. I mean, there's times where it's gone way further off the rails and way more inappropriate than what happened tonight. I think today's show is pretty family friendly, if you're asking me. But guys, thank you so much for being a part of the show tonight. And that's all here from the Long Island Sound. I had a great time. and it's time to end out this show because I am Midnight Mike, your late night New York Jets host. Follow me on X, Instagram, Letterboxd, all that stuff at Midnight Mike Show, spell MIDNITE Mike Show. I am branded across everything. Like I said, you got X, you got Instagram, you got Letterboxd, you got YouTube, you've got my Gmail. It's all Midnight Mike Show, MIDNITE Mike Show. There is no excuse for not being able to get in touch with me if you need to. Once again, next Saturday night, we have a special Jets content creator guest for the show. He's been on the show before, but hasn't been on in about almost a year. So he's a friend of mine, friend of the show, and friend of mine, I guess. I'd say more friend of the show, but he's one of the great Jets content creators. And I will announce that probably Wednesday or Thursday of this week. But until then, Tuesday night, 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. I'll see you there. I'm Midnight Mike. Can't wait to see you next time.
First Sports Center breaking news.
The New York Jets are hiring their former player, Aaron Glenn, as their next head coach.
Turn the music on! Aaron Glenn.
12th pick in this first round, select Aaron Glenn, defensive back, Texas A&M.
Every time you put your feet on the ground that morning, you felt like you was winning that game. At some point, man, we got to draw a line in the sand. I said enough is enough.
Compete, man, compete! Compete!
And Aaron Glenn has a little attitude about him that I think is made for being in New York. He has an attitude that I think he's going to be honest with you. He's going to hold you accountable every single second.
Winning. Time to get that feeling back. Y'all dig what I'm saying?